Yes, let's go. Fucking get wasted.
Get fucked.
Get fucked, man.
Wow, we're live.
Wah! Wah!
Beautiful.
I know, I try. What is this? This looks like Taisho X Alice. Something's different.
New boys.
Oh yeah, no, we've seen these boys. One of them is Gretel and the other one's Kaguya.
Hey, we've seen both of them before.
Yeah, we've seen both of them before. They're not new.
Well, newish.
But they put another eye by the first eye.
It's called
down at the bottom
Roman
there.
numeral.
Look, we gotta tell the Romans we invented numbers already. No, I know Roman numerals. I know that's a 2.
Everything's also purple. That's new. It looks good. Not complaining.
Oh, I'm not complaining. I'm just wondering what's up with the purple. Did you like corrupt the game files or something?
No, it's just a different game.
A different game?
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you say so in the first place?
Alright,
My glasses.
I guess we're just gonna click start.
You're MC this time, right?
Yep,
So
I
you wanna be
am.
Narrator?
Yep. Just brain had a buffer for a sec.
It's okay.
Suddenly, you find yourself lost in a world of darkness.
Kingdom Hearts.
I did not practice my Neptune voice at all before this, and I'm kicking myself for that.
No.
Because it's always
Do you at least
prime
do
when I
vocal
hear
warm-ups?
her. I do have a video of, like, her just speaking, so I'm just gonna listen to that for a little bit.
Yeah. Did you do vocal warm-ups though?
Where am I? I keep walking and walking, but I can't seem to find a single exit. Oh no. No exits.
Pretty good.
It's so dark, I can't see a thing. I can't even tell how far I've walked or how much time has passed. No matter where you go, the scenery around you remains static and unchanging. It's like the darkness has consumed everything. All sense of direction, even the very concept of time itself. Wow.
Wow, a lot has happened since the first game.
Yeah. Were you to stand perfectly still and hold your breath, the only sound would be that of your own heartbeat. What am I doing here? Who am I? Oh boy, this again.
Wow, I'm getting deja vu. I wonder if all the openings are the same for each game.
Except for maybe the epilogue, yeah.
Yeah, except for epilogue.
You can't remember a thing. Not even your own name. I can't remember anything.
Well, there's like...
Hmm.
There's a difference between it being the same and it being the same premise. So I'm trying to think if the dialogue looks familiar, but we'll have to wait till we get to Alice to see that. Because
Yeah.
once we get that back and forth going.
Alone in the dark, fear and loneliness overwhelms you. Hello?
Hello?
Is anyone there? If you're there, say something, please. Dots.
Something.
No one's here. Was I
I'm
always
here.
alone? Or did I lose someone along the way? That sounds familiar. I don't know. I don't know anything. You soon grow tired of walking, but something spurs you forward in spite of yourself.
If it's the same Arisu from the first game, then she lost 2 boys in 2 different timelines.
Yeah, shameful.
Damn, girl.
Maybe I'll find something just up ahead. Your morale is in tatters and your legs are threatening to give out, but you press on regardless.
I remember this.
Huh? What on earth? Out of nowhere, something seizes you by the leg, threatening to pull you
cue
down
the shadow.
into its inky depths. No!
No.
You struggle with all your might, refusing to let the shadow swallow you up. Gasp. Wheeze. With no way to tell left from right, he ran blindly forward. And then, after an impalpable length of time, you meet a young man.
Oh, it's your boy.
Yup. I gotta do all of this
Alright.
by myself.
No, I can take Arasu
No.
if you want.
Nope.
No?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Alice is mine.
I know I wasn't
Yeah.
I wasn't planning on taking Alice.
Yeah.
I meant I could take over MC for you.
Yes, I
For a
did
bit.
realize that after I said buffering.
Buffering.
This is why we should just stick with saying Reiki. Make it easier for us.
Yeah, okay, fine. Reiki MC.
Yeah.
So do you want to do that plan? Whenever Reikyu's talking, I'll just do Reiki voice? Or do you want to practice Neptune a bit more?
I feel like just for their back and forth in this particular instance, we can have you take over, but otherwise, I'll
because it is exactly the same as the first game. So far.
Yeah, so far. Who knows when things will change? I don't trust
this
as a
is
game.
him talking, by the way.
It is. I re-listened to the thing to make sure it was him.
Cool. All right, let's do it.
You there? A young man with golden blonde hair and pretty blue eyes. And his name is...
Voice. I finally found you!
I don't think so, dumbass.
Ah!
Yeah, that's different.
That is different, because she didn't say I finally found you. She's like, oh, I finally found someone in the first game. Ow, ow, ow! I fell flat on my face.
I was talking about what Alice did was different.
I think he just sidestepped, honestly.
Yeah.
I think she jumped at him.
Mm-hmm. But last time, like, she actually made contact with him. But this time he dodged because he knew to dodge.
Because they're going through the same bit of everything happening again.
Yep. I think you deserved it, imbecile. What gives you the right to jump at me, you maniac? Did you think I would catch you?
Oh, Alice. It's so refreshing to have you back after, like, 3 streams of you not being here.
I mean, he was here literally last week, but he was acting different.
He was acting as a support character. He's just like, hey, you know what your role is. Go do it.
Yeah. Think again, dumbass. Not in your life.
So, who are you? What are you doing here? Do you know where we are?
First you show up out of nowhere and try to tackle me. Now you think you can interrogate me? How very presumptuous. I'm almost impressed.
Tell me, what's your name?
You really don't listen to a word other people have to say, do you? Yeesh. And if you want to know my name, how about you start by telling me yours? Is that not the very least? Is that not the very least courtesy you could offer? This is the same again.
Yeah, now it's starting to be the same again.
Interesting, interesting.
So some things are different, but some things stay the same.
Yeah.
Oh, good point. Sorry. The thing is, I don't remember what my name is, or even what I'm doing here.
What? You got amnesia or something?
Full body amnesia. Most likely, yes. I've been trying to remember, but for some reason I just can't. It's almost like I'm not myself. Everything's so fuzzy.
Interesting.
That's all you have to say?
When I asked if you had amnesia, it was a little more than a guess based on the personal details you offered to me unprompted. In other words, it was just a reflex, a counter, lip service if you will. Rest assured, I haven't a single centella of interest in you, not even a millimicron. Oh boy.
A millimicron? So 1/1000th of a meter? Like a nanometer? When did she get a brain cell? What the fuck?
I guess now. Yes, precisely. Although they've since retired the millimicron as a form of measurement. Getting off track.
We are.
Oh, right. I wanted to know who you are and what your name is.
Talking to you exhausts my will to live. Still an iconic line of his.
The old iconic line. Let's go.
Why do you want to know more about me anyway? Shouldn't you be focused on yourself right now? You do have amnesia, right?
But I already told you. I don't know anything. Well, yes, but look. I spent all that time wandering alone in the dark. And now I finally found you. If I had to choose, I'd rather learn about you.
You don't even know your own name, and yet you'd rather a stranger tell you his. You're an odd one, to be sure.
I will take their name and make it my own.
Oh dear.
You think so?
Obviously. How else am I meant to describe you? Weird, abnormal, one corn dog shy of a picnic.
Also, that iconic line.
Yes.
Am I really that strange? Oh, I know. In that case, how about you choose a name for me?
There's just no getting through to you. What part of what I said brought you to that conclusion? I'm too smart and handsome and logical for this conversation.
Well, don't pat yourself on the back too hard there, buddy.
You really love stroking your own ego, don't you?
No idea what you're talking about.
Okay, well, you said it's odd for me to ask a stranger his name when I don't even know my own. But I can't remember it, and you're the only other person here. And on top of that, you want me to introduce myself first. So if you choose my name for me, I'll have a name I can introduce myself with. It's like killing two birds with one stone.
No, it isn't. End of story.
Aw, come on!
No, you come on! You know what I hate more than anything? When people get mad at me just because I don't want to do things their way.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's Alice.
Huh?
Good grief. Look at that derpy face. You want me to introduce myself, did you not? Oh, and just so we're clear, if you make some unfunny, nice to meet you, it's Alice joke, I'm gonna deck you.
Alice?
What is it, Arisu?
Wait, they remember the names.
Everything's the same, but it's different. Wait, what?
God, you're dense. That's your name, obviously.
So, I'm Arisu.
That's what I said, isn't it?
And you're Alice?
I guess so.
Yay! Twinsies!
God damn it, girl.
Congrats. That was your most insane reaction yet.
Why do we have such similar names? Wait, do you know me?
Of course not.
Then how?
Long story short,
Sure.
I don't remember either.
You don't remember anything?
Precisely.
君はここ
Now
が
do
ど
you
こな
understand
の
why I
か
couldn't
どう
answer
し
all
て
your
ここにい
questions
るのか
about
僕に
where we
尋
are
ねた
and
が
why we're
こ
here?
れで僕がすぐに答えなかった意味が分かっただ僕はわざと答
I
えな
wasn't
かったわ
ignoring
け
you
で
on
はなく
purpose. I
答
don't
えら
have
れなかっ
answers for
たから
you,
答え
that's
なかっ
all.
たまあそれとは別に
That
君の
said,
態
I
度が
didn't
僕
take
を
kindly
苛
to
立
your
たせ
lack
た
of
という
manners
理由もある
either.
にはあるの
You
だ
really need to work on that.
少しは自重したまえ 僕は気づくとここ
My
にいた
experience is pretty much
気
the
づ
same
く
as
と欲が
yours.
なかった
I can't remember how I got
特に
here
支
or
障はな
why.
かったので
It didn't
こ
seem
こでの
that
んびり
big
し
of
てい
an
たら
issue,
君が
so I
現れ
decided
た
to hang out for a
君が
while.
置かれた
Then
状
you
況と
showed
さ
up,
ほど変
and
わり
here
ない
we are.
ただ
Unlike
僕は
you,
君と違っ
however,
て
I do remember
アリ
one
スという
thing,
名前を
the
覚え
name
て
Alice.
それ以外
Arisu probably drilled it into your head so much in the first time you were in the void that it just kind of stuck as a permanent scar in your brain
Oh
there.
dear.
So all you remember is your name?
少し違
And my
うな
name?
そもそも
Nonsense.
アリスという言葉が名前を
I
示すもの
teach
かどうか
Hi to
そ
you
の対象が
too.
僕であるのかすら疑わしい
Not quite. Well, I'm pretty sure Alice or Arisu is someone's name. You can't say for certain that it's mine.
大体アリスと
After
いうの
all,
は女性
Alice
の
is
名
a
前であっ
girl's
て
name.
男
Hardly
である
appropriate
僕
for an
が
alpha
アリス
male
という
such
名
as
前なの
myself.
もおかしいだろ
This
Well, we
again.
know it's the same Alice, at least.
Uh-huh.
But that's all you remember? Huh.
そうだ
Sadly,
それ
yes.
以外
Just
覚え
that
てい
and
ないわ
nothing
けだし
more.
な
And if you hadn't
第
turned
一
up asking for
君
my
がこ
name,
こに現
I
れ
wouldn't have needed
僕の名
one.
前を求め
Which
なけれ
means
ば
I'm only
僕
Alice
には
because
名
of
前など
you.
必要なかった君が現れなというわけだこれだけ説
So
明し
there
て
you
やった
have
んだ
it. Now that I've laid it all out for you, surely even a total herp derp like you could figure out why I've decided to call you Arisu. Isn't that right, Dippy? I love herp derp and Dippy.
Derp and Dippy is great.
Maybe we knew each other before we lost our memories, and there's a chance that either Alice or Arisu is actually my name.
そうだ
Precisely.
You really think we knew each other?
No.
僕が知るわ
I
けない
mean,
だ
it's just a guess.
He can't remember?
Right.
She actually did this time. Fuck.
Right. Silly me. You wouldn't remember.
Thoughts.
So, since we're not sure which one is which, I'll be Arisu, and you'll be Alice.
That's what he
But
said.
that's a trick. That's a trick question. Saki will be both Reikyu and Alice.
You know what? You're right. You're right. So true.
Okay. Okay then. Nice to meet you, Alice.
何さらっと
Don't start acting like
冒険の仲間になった
Alice joined the party or
セリフ
some
を
crap,
吐いてる
alright? You haven't a single flagellum of interest in walking around with you.
Alice has joined the party. Bum 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 bum.
What is that? 1/10 of a millimeter. That's a lot bigger than millimicrons.
You're still nowhere near what I call smart. But at least we're making progress, if only at what I would consider to be at a snail's pace.
She's learning.
Are you saying you already have it figured out?
Well, obviously. Who do you take me for?
Alice! An asshole!
That too.
That's it. I'm gonna beat your ass. Valid.
Oh, but I love that they're like more familiar and able to like poke at each other a bit more
Yeah.
now.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. It was a joke. You're a kind, sweet, caring person.
How can you force that out of your mouth, Arasu?
So how does it work anyway? We're not glowing or anything, are we?
Bioluminescence, let's go.
Let's go, bioluminescence. Oh, that'd be so fun to have. Just glow.
I mean, humans do have some bioluminescence, so...
Glow. But I need to get my body spliced with like jellyfish DNA or something. That way I could really just glow.
I don't think that would be a good idea, but you do you, boo.
Oh, I don't think it'd be a good idea either, but I'd be able to glow.
Yeah.
In this darkness, normally we'd only see each other as shadowy silhouettes. But to me, you look the same as you would under ordinary daylight.
It's the ring light. Well, it's actually not a ring light, but...
Oh, I know. What about me? Can you see me? I'm right here.
Ugh. You really are brain dead, you know that? If I couldn't see you, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. But you don't talk to the voices in your head, Alice?
No, because then they talk back.
I mean, what? You think I'm some kind of handsome young exorcist out here talking to ghosts, or a basket case hanging out with some figment of his imagination?
The second one.
No, think again.
Oh.
Okay, maybe I can't say that for sure, but for the sake of my own self-respect, let's assume I'm not. Can't say I'm interested in making any imaginary friends, at least. Fair enough.
That's fair.
I mean, if it bothers you so much, how about you use your own two eyes to find out? Or are they just there for decoration?
Damn. I mean, they kind of are.
You're right. I can't be a ghost. I have hands and feet and everything.
Not.
Ooh, that's a relief.
We're getting off topic. Let's rewind a bit. So, you feel uncomfortable staying here because you suspect the darkness will consume you. Do you have any logical basis for feeling this way?
No, not really. It's just a gut feeling. The same way you know we're trapped.
I don't know what sort of darkness you've been dealing with, but supposing it's not some sort of sentient fantasy darkness, I would attack you and not me.
Advanced darkness.
I've been standing here the whole time, and unlike you, I've been perfectly safe. How do you explain that?
Because you're in the 4x4 safe zone. And you just haven't moved out of it yet. You're still in the spawn zone and they don't spawn camp.
I'm not sure I can. All I know is that there must be a reason it tried to devour me. Though it doesn't know if it was seeking me specifically, or if I just happened to pass by, or what.
Spawn camping.
The only alternative I can think of is, what if the darkness wasn't attacking me, but rather my body was attempting to assimilate itself?
Oh, is she already on Dream Theory?
Maybe. No, and what do you suppose would happen then?
I'm not sure. I think maybe I'd disappear? Cease to exist? Something like that?
Meanwhile, Alice just trying to push her back into the darkness.
なら少し質問を変えよう。
I see. In that case,
君
let
は
me
なぜ
ask a
自分が
different
記憶喪
question.
失なのかわかるか？
How do you know for certain that you have amnesia?
I don't know. Isn't that the
君
point?
は記憶を取り戻
Do
した
you
い
want to
か？
get your memories back?
Maybe? No, I definitely want my memories back.
君が
Even at the cost of your current self?
How do you know you have amnesia?
I forgot. What do you mean?
君は今記憶を失
As
っ
it
ている
stands now, you have no
今まで
identity.
どんな
You
環
can't
境で
remember
育
your
ってきたの
childhood,
か
your
何を目
ambitions,
標にしていたの
anything.
か
In
何
other
も
words,
かも
you're a
覚えていない
blank slate.
いわば無の
Dev's
状態
talking directly to the player here.
ちなみに人間として
To
の
be
人
clear,
格形成は
although
遺伝の
genes
影
play a
響
role
も
in the
多少は
formation
あ
of
る
our
が
personality,
環境による
most
と
of
こ
it
ろ
is
が大き
dependent
い
upon our environment.
つまり
Our identities are
自分
built
とい
upon
う
the
存在
foundation of
は
our past
今までの経
experiences.
験や体験そしてその
And right
置かれ
now,
ていた
for
環
you,
境が一
that very
変した状
foundation
態
has
が
changed
今の
entirely.
君だ
Oh no. I
つまり
forgot
君は
what I
本質的に
knew.
は君であっても
So although you're the
現象的
same
には
person on the
今までの
outside,
君ではない
nothing alike on the
記
inside.
憶を
And
取
if
り
you
戻すと
regain
い
your
うことは
memory, you'll
眠って
slowly
いた
but
もう
surely
一人の
awaken
自
the
分を
other
呼び
version of
覚
you
ますと
locked
いう
away
ことだ
inside yourself.
君は自分が良き
You
人
may
間だった
assume
と
this
思う
other
か
you was a good
とん
person,
でも
but
な
you
い悪
can't
人
deny
だ
the
ったという可
possibility
能
that
性は
she
否定で
wasn't.
きないはず
After all, you can't
なぜ
remember either way.
君には確固たる記憶がないんだ君は記憶を取り
Assuming you
戻
get
すとし
those.
て
Hmm.
そんな自分自身
Dude's making some good points here. Like,
罪を
Yeah.
if you don't remember if you were an asshole, how sure could you be that you weren't an asshole?
Yep. Assuming you get those memories back, are you prepared to face the sins of your past?
Yeah, I am. No matter what mistakes she made, no matter who she is, she's still me.
But this gets into a bit of identity, so we're just gonna skim over the fact that it's not
君がも
actually
しも
her, but
今まで
you
の
know.
君を受け入れたとしても
How very
今までの
admirable.
君
But
が
even
新
if
し
you
い
can
君を
accept
受け入れ
her,
るか
there's
ど
no
うかはわ
guarantee
から
that
ない
she will accept you.
The two halves fight
君
for
がこの
control.
先経
One
験
will
していくこ
die.
と肯
What
定
if
し
you
た
regain your memory only to find out that you
拒絶
despise the person you were
全てを
without it?
昔の君が否定したら
I don't know. If she despises me, what does that mean for me?
自分自身の
You'll
消
probably
失を意
disappear.
味するのだ
One of you will anyway.
つまりは
Either you
ど
or
ちら
her.
かが消える
So, no different from if I were assimilated into the darkness.
そうだ
Precisely.
To be honest, this is all very complicated. I don't quite get it, but I can tell that you're worried about me. Thank you.
は
Excuse me?
You're a sweet, kind-hearted person. I'm sure you don't want me to disappear.
Projecting.
Think about it. Everything you just said makes it crystal clear you don't want to see me go.
君の花
Your
畑の考え
unfailing
には
optimism
ほとんど呆
sickens
れる
me.
な
I think he was just talking philosophy,
僕は
girl.
君が消えるの
Like,
悲しむことはないなぜ
I
な
would
ら
feel absolutely no
この世
remorse
界
if
は
you
夢なの
disappeared.
だから
Want to know why? Because this is all a dream.
A dream? Is that even possible?
そうだ
Listen,
僕に記
I
憶
may
はな
have
いが
amnesia,
それで
but
も
my
本
gut
能
tells
的
me
に
that this
本
world
質
is
的に
not
この世界は
reality.
現実ではな
So,
いという
if not reality, what is it?
ならば
Well,
この世界は
Disneyland!
何かと考え出す
if you think about it, the most realistic answer would be a dream.
君は闇に飲み込ま
You
れそう
said
に
that
なったと
darkness
言っ
tried
た
to
が
swallow you,
闇は
but
ある
darkness isn't
意志
sentient
な
in
んて
real
あるわけ
life.
がない
So it follows that the
本当に
thing
闇
you
に意志や
encountered
目的があると
was
するのならば
not, in fact, actual
それは闇っ
darkness,
ぽい何
just
か
an
であって
imitation of
闇ではない
darkness.
ではなぜ君は闇
So why
に
would
襲
you
われ
claim
た
that
な
the
どと
darkness
妄言を
attacked
吐い
you?
たのか
Relax.
安
I'm
心
not
し
trying
ろ
to say you
妄言
lied.
とは言った
I'm
が
merely
別に
attempting to
君が
dispute
嘘を
your
ついたと
statement
は
using
思ってはいない
deductive reasoning.
僕はあくまでも
Supposing this were a dream, however, it would all make sense. After all, if this is a dream, then quite frankly, anything is possible. In a dream, who knows what might attack you? Monsters, ghosts, foul darkness, the Loch Ness Monster, pretty much whatever you can think of. All logic goes out the window.
Advanced darkness.
This concludes my dream reasoning. Any questions? Hello? Quit making faces at me. Are you trying to make me laugh?
I figured if I pinched my cheek, I'd know if it were a dream or not.
Are they in Scotland? Well, that would explain the darkness.
No, I see. Well then, allow me to assist.
Ow! That hurts! I think...
Have you heard of phantom pain? Supposedly, it's a phenomenon wherein you experience pain in a limb that's no longer attached to your body.
Are you saying my cheek is no longer attached to my body?
Yeah, he ripped it off.
No!
We don't know the exact cause of it, but for whatever reason, apparently the brain can register pain that isn't really there. Why is it that we dream in color? How is it that these dreams can perfectly replicate food, right down to the smell and taste?
Because I'm hungry.
It's because we know what they smell and taste like. You remember, and our dreams use the same neural circuits as our memories. Thus, we can say that a dream is a reproduction or recreation of our memories. In most cases, the people and places that appear in your dreams are taken wholesale from your past. Dreams can't show you the answer to things you don't know, but they can take what you've experienced and find a solution from there. Alternatively, think about it this way. Let's say you dream that you're falling, then you wake up to find you've fallen out of bed, and voila! So you're welcome to use the classic pinch yourself option to test if you're dreaming, but the pain or lack thereof doesn't matter. It doesn't prove anything, not unless you wake up.
Arisu just reaches over and smacks him and is like, "Did that hurt?"
I see.
Again, it's all just a theory. No matter how credible it may sound, you can't actually prove any of it. So just take it all with a grain of salt. After all, it only counts as a dream if you wake up.
I think it'd be really funny if she just straight up falcon punched him.
If this is a dream, then why haven't I woken up?
Because you're still dreaming, duh.
Duh. Look, she had a brain cell for 5 seconds, okay?
Yeah.
She's new to it.
Good grief, you ignorant plebeian. I don't have all the answers. Maybe you genius, but I'm not a miracle worker. You're actually using your brain for once instead of making everyone else do all the heavy lifting for you.
Impossible, sir.
You're the one who asked me if I had any questions.
Oh, come to think of it, you're right. Okay, fine. My mistake. As you wish. I'll give you a hint. I'm a saint, I tell you. Remember when you said you disappear if you assimilated into the darkness? That suggests to me that your very existence in this dream is on thin ice.
My whole existence.
Yes, you don't remember who you are, which points to amnesia. But how's it that you have amnesia if the dream itself is built from your memories?
Because we're in a void. I don't remember anything. Maybe I went to sleep questioning my identity? Or maybe I wanted to forget.
Both perfectly reasonable conclusions.
Is that why you're so convinced we can't escape?
Exactly. You said you were attacked by darkness. Or perhaps that was just your subconscious mind trying to erase the manifestation of your identity. For that matter, if this is really a dream, then whose dream is it? Yours or mine?
Oh, obviously mine. If we're dreaming about each other, then what relationship do we have in the waking world?
You probably exist purely to annoy me. This is my dream, then it's a nightmare. And frankly, I'm dying to wake up any second now. So, now do you understand? If this is a dream, then I have no reason to mourn your absence.
So, you're scared, huh?
Excuse me?
You heard me. I called you chicken. Sorry. Just a stray observation, but you seem like you're scared that you'll disappear too.
Where'd you get that idea?
Good, you chicken. Supposing this is a dream, you and I still actively exist in it, or at least I have some sort of consciousness. Look, I have one brain cell. Naturally, I'm terrified of losing that consciousness, and since you exist in here with me, I'm terrified of anything happening to you too. So I figured you probably feel the same way.
Don't be stupid.
What?
I said I wouldn't warn you, and I meant it. Don't assume everyone necessarily thinks the same way you do.
I'm not talking about everyone. I'm talking about you. You're Alice, and I'm Arisu. We're connected. By this piece of twine I picked up and tied around our wrist.
Good God. Aren't you ever exhausting to be around? That is weird phrasing, but anyways.
I think it says, "Are you ever exhausting to be around?" As in, like, your very existence and talking to me is exhausting me.
Yeah, no, I understand what
Which-
he meant, but it's still phrased weird.
Yeah, it is. I will give you that. But it's like, oof.
Can we get back to the conversation we were having before it got utterly derailed?
I don't remember. Oh, right. Let's see. I seem to recall we were debating whether or not this place had an exit.
You still want to leave?
No. Oh, yeah. Dream or not, I want to get out of here.
Even if the real world you wants to stay?
Oh, fuck her. If this dream is a fragment of my memory, then surely the real me wants to wake up as much as I do.
Alright, well, have fun looking for the exit. Personally, I'm fine right where I am. Floating around sounds like a waste of my time anyway. I'm exhausted enough from just entertaining this social interaction. So if you somehow escape, then it's a win-win for both of us.
Wow. Bitch really just said that's your problem.
Won't you be scared all by yourself? Bok, 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 bok? Won't you miss me?
Doubt it.
Aw. I'll miss you though.
I knew you'd say that. Next, I bet you'll suggest we look for the exit together, since two heads are better than one. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Oh, great. 1 second.
Sonotori.
There you go. I think you meant to say, that's right. Speak English, you goddamn foreigner.
Okay, that's new. So, Arisu is Japanese. Alice is not Japanese, from what I could tell from that interaction.
No, it's just localized. He otherwise in the
Oh.
Japanese said speak Japanese.
Oh,
But they're
okay.
doing the thing where they use Japanese whenever they say English.
English.
So that's why I
Got
was
it.
flipped there too.
Got it.
Good grief. You just refuse to give up, don't you? Terrifying. I'm starting to question your sanity.
Don't worry. No matter what happens, I won't let go. You're not alone. I'll always be with you. Always. Always.
What do you expect me to do
Always.
with that?
Always. We should hold hands, silly. That way we won't get separated.
Hand holding? How lewd.
I know. It's the second time they've met like this.
犬猫だって現状に対して
Your
もっと悲観
annihilator
するぞ
says, I don't trust her.
Why don't you trust me?
She's MC, it's okay.
Yeah, she's us. It's fine.
You're such a ditz. Even an animal would have the sense to feel anxious about her current predicament.
Always. Sure, but feeling anxious wouldn't exactly improve anything, now would it?
You're a wolf in sheep's clothing.
That was last time.
I was gonna say. We already did Red Riding Hood.
Mm-hmm. You already had Big Bad Wolf and wolf in sheep's clothing and all that fun stuff.
And he was puppy and he was adorable. I wanted to take him home and feed him biscuits and...
What are we? 5 years old? How ridiculous.
And yet, I've Steve decided to hold my hand anyway. Funny that.
No. He simply saw no reason to refuse. That's all. Fair enough, I guess.
I mean, let's face it. Alice's hand was cold.
Yeah.
It's just like body heat. Oh, right, this is you.
Yep, we
haven't
almost
started
stole it.
reading it.
Yeah, I heard that breath. Hand in hand, you wander through the darkness. Moments earlier, you were overwhelmed with fear, but now the warmth of his hand reassures you. I see someone's having a great time.
Of course I am. It's nice to have someone around to talk to.
Right, I should have known. What can I say? You're just a kind, caring, selfless guy who always helps those in need.
Now, if only you could work on that attitude problem.
Damn it. Or else I'm out of here.
He's just gonna walk into the darkness.
Yep. And so their friendly conversation continues.
Didn't they walk in like silence in episode 1?
I think so, huh?
They did.
I don't think he held her hand last time either.
Yeah, he didn't hold her hand. She started dragging him by the hand.
Yeah.
That's what happened in the first episode. And then she called it hand holding.
In true Arisu nature,
Mm-hmm.
no ground to walk on, no concept of time, no one else in sight, and yet, with Alice at your side, you don't miss any of it. You walk and walk and walk until there appears before you a giant looking glass.
Boys.
Whoa, what is that thing?
It's a mirror.
Boys.
It is? I thought maybe it was a big crystal.
If it were a crystal, I somewhat doubt we could see our reflections quite this clearly.
Boys, you're right. I can see my face from every angle.
As can I, unfortunately.
Weird that it's so sparkly here in the dark. Is it glowing? Or is light shining on it somewhere?
This thing is weird for glowing, and what about us?
Oh, we've already discussed that. We're part jellyfish, remember? Maybe it's bioluminescence. You know, like mushrooms.
Let's compare us to jellyfish or something, would you? Yes, there it is. There's our uncanny sync with the game.
Oh my god, the brain cell is transcending the game!
What about a viperfish?
Even grosser.
That's the thing with the light that's like lives in the deep ocean, right?
I don't know.
One second, it was a viper fish.
Yeah,
One second.
I'll look it up
I'm
myself
looking it
too. I gotta see it. Viperfish are whack. They sound whack.
Oh my god, that's
Those.
fucking
Got it.
terrifying.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Alice's reaction was very appropriate.
Yo, that thing. I'm not gonna lie, that's unsettling me right now.
Oh dear.
Oh right, the thing I was thinking was an anglerfish. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Still
Mm-hmm.
creepy.
Oh, I know. Maybe this is the exit.
入り口かも
Or
しれん
maybe it's
ぞ
the entrance.
What do you mean?
そうだ
Think about
物
it.
語にあり
Haven't
が
you
ちだ
ever
ろ
read about people in fairy tales jumping through the looking glass into another world? Only one Alice in Wonderland through the
Isekai.
looking glass. Oh boy.
Isekai. What would the other world be like?
そっくり同じ
The mirror reflection
ただ
of this
何も
one,
かもが逆さまな
obviously.
んじゃないのか
No, this is a dream.
この
Then
世界
maybe
が
the world
現実で
beyond
な
the
いの
mirror
だ
is
としたら
reality.
鏡の向こうは
He
現実
said
世界
that
な
this
のか
last time too, but not with a smirk.
Yeah.
Now he's smiling.
What? Do you think it's like back where we came from?
さあな
I couldn't
この世
tell
界
you
は夢であ
if this is a
りか
nightmare.
つ悪
But
魔
maybe
な
the
どの
real
いい世
world
界
is
である
better.
いい
Or
夢
maybe
ならば
reality
悪い世
itself
界
is the
も
real nightmare.
Hmm.
急に黙って
Might
どう
go.
した
Blah, blah, blah. Why'd you go quiet all of a sudden? Getting cold feet?
I wonder what would happen if we smashed it.
Thoughts.
壊して
If I
僕に
get hurt
被
in the
害が及
process,
んでみろ
I promise you,
その
I
瞬間
will beat the
僕
shit
は
out
今
of
度
you.
こそ君を
With
全
his
力で殴
bloodied
る
hand. Oh, actually, it's a dragonfish that has the cheeks, but they look similar. Oh.
God, I was joking. Relax.
うさんくさい
Nice
笑
try. You're a bad liar.
Oh, she definitely had the intrusive thought of like, what if we just smash it?
Yeah.
Maybe there's a reason this giant mirror is here. Maybe we can clear away the darkness by going to the world beyond.
顔ああいや本
You
当
sure
に
love
人の
to
話
ignore
を
me
無視するのが
in the
得意
real
だ
world. It would be impossible to
鏡
pass
を
through
通
the
り抜ける
mirror.
こと自体
It's the stuff
現
of
実では
dreams
あ
and
りえない
fantasy.
無双で
Pure
あり空想
nonsense.
でありただの
Well,
妄想
where
だ
are we right now? Checkmate, bish. But this is a dream, right?
可能だな
Possibly.
明
Maybe
晰
it's a
夢といっ
lucid
て
dream.
これ
You
が
can
夢だと
consciously
知覚す
control
る
what
ことによ
happens
って
within it.
夢の状況を自分の思い通りに変
If so, I want to pass through the mirror to the other side.
As you reach out to the mirror, it fragments. Oh wait, that was you.
Yeah.
Never mind. Damn.
Damn. It was inevitable.
Yeah.
Just as you reach out to the mirror.
Boys.
Hello, game. There we go. Suddenly, it radiates a blinding light.
Ah!
When the light fades, the mirror no longer reflects you, but two other figures.
Boys?
One on the left is a man wearing a mask and a cheeky grin. On the right is a man with a smile as sweet as candy.
Boys.
Who are these men?
さあな
I don't know.
だが
But they both have a
どちらも
similar
同じ
vibe
世
to
界
them,
観
don't you
だ
think?
They seem familiar somehow.
奇遇だな
Funny you should say
僕
that. I was just thinking the same thing.
You prod the surface of the mirror with your finger. Oh,
Oh, yeah. Force of habit dies hard, right?
yep.
You prod the surface of the mirror with your finger, and it ripples like water.
いけそうだな
Looks like it'll let us
Looks like
through.
Jinx!
I see.
Sure does.
ちょっと待て
Hold on a minute.
What's up?
He's gonna toss a rock through it.
You don't know the first thing about where these mirrors lead, but knowing how reckless and foolhardy you are, I already know you plan to charge in head first. Frankly, I have no interest in the world beyond the looking glass. Entrance or exit, it's none of my concern.
What makes you say that?
Instinct. I can just feel it. But unfortunately for me, you're pulling me by the hand, and I doubt you're gonna let go anytime soon, which means I'm stuck with you.
You could just say you want to go.
Yeah. God, you're such a nuisance. You drive me crazy. Meeting you has been the biggest mistake of my life. You're like a natural disaster, except worse, because you never go away.
That bad, huh?
Damn right. Not that you care what I have to say, but you're just going to shrug it off regardless.
I mean, we did it last time.
Yep.
You did plenty of shrugging yourself, buddy.
In that case, allow me to be direct for a change. Which will you choose?
Oh.
Which mirror will we choose? Well, let's save first. Our first save of the game. Let's go.
This is a good place to save because that's also like we'll just immediately go back to this choice.
Yep. And now I make a poll, so chat can decide. But yeah, I guess Gretel it is. The man with the smile as sweet as candy, which gives you time to practice Kaguya.
Oh boy, thank you so much, Chad. We're gonna have a fun time together.
Oh boy.
I choose this one.
Together, you and Alice reach out to the mirror. Then you walk through the glass and jump down into the looking glass world. If it said that last time, we really just pulled a stupid and didn't remember anything. Because you're like, what is the looking glass?
I don't think it said that last time.
Yeah.
I think it finally like decided to identify itself as a world.
Yeah, maybe. Well, anyways, let's start with the facts. My name is Reikyu Airisu, and I'm 19 years old. Wow, confirmation of age in game.
Wow. That's rare.
Right now, it appears that I'm inside some sort of cabin in the woods. I say it appears because I don't actually remember how I got here. Shocker.
Why is everything white?
No.
It's a weird ass cabin.
I just woke up one day and found myself tied up here in this rustic log cabin. I guess there's also a cage.
Gretel?
This is...
What?
That said, it appears this place has a kitchen and a bathroom and all other essentials, so... If anything, it feels like a cabin-style studio apartment. Or maybe it's normal for cabins to have these things. I don't know.
Wait, is she saying like tied up as in like tied up, or tied up as in like, oh, it does not appear that I can leave?
I mean, there's a cage, so I don't know.
I mean, you're not wrong. There is a cage.
Who knows, man?
We'll find out.
Anyway, why am I tied up, you ask? Well, here's the thing. I don't actually know.
You've been a bad, bad girl.
Just kidding. I think it's probably to prevent any escape attempts on my part. And seeing as I don't have the, skills necessary to tie myself up, it's safe to say someone else was behind it. When I first came to, I was completely taken aback. No one would be confused if they found themselves tied up on a bed, am I right? I mean...
No.
Especially if they were in a house they didn't recognize. Scary stuff, right?
Oh, okay, now that makes sense.
Yeah. So naturally, I freaked out. Luckily I wasn't gagged, so I was free to shout, "Mom, Dad, somebody save me," to my heart's content. But I quickly discovered that doing so was futile, and so I fell silent. Or maybe I was just in shock. I guess some subversion of the Hansel and Gretel story? Maybe.
If the witch was into bondage, maybe.
Dominatrix witch.
Dominatrix witch. Let's go.
How so, you ask? Because I was so overloaded with emotions that, for a moment, I forgot how to function. That's fair. It was shocking enough to find oneself tied up, but with everything else on top of that, suffice to say, it's enough to short-circuit your brain. Anyway, now you're all caught up.
She really just had a you're probably wondering how I got here situation.
Yup, record scratch. That was definitely Gretel.
No. Feeling calmer now?
I rolled onto my side in the direction of the familiar voice. There, I spotted a pair of crossed legs atop a chair.
He just like me, for real, for real.
My gaze slowly shifted upward, taking in the rest of him. Long, slender legs, a handsome face, a presence that was mature beyond his years. I blinked again and again, wondering if maybe this was all just a dream. But it wasn't.
姉さん
Hello, sister.
That's a little weird.
Oh.
Gretel, age 18, closed his book and offered me a radiant smile, which was, in my opinion, unbefitting of my current predicament. Yes, he was my brother. My younger brother.
Oh no.
God.
I mean, wow, what a strange coincidence. Wait, are we Hansel? I think
Maybe.
we might be.
How are we gonna romance him? That's weird.
We're gonna find out that we're actually not brother and sister, and that he like kidnapped us or something, but to play the role of his sister. But it's still gonna be weird as fuck.
Yeah, but also thinking on it is kind of funny because, like, this week for Data Live we'll be doing the coterie route, so...
Hey, that's called a theme. I'm not sure if it's a great theme, but it's at least fits with the theme.
As long as Chaos Head doesn't continue the theme, I guess it's fine.
I really hope Chaos Head doesn't continue the theme, because like the sister is several years younger.
Well, they're both in high school, so there's only so much of an age
Still.
gap, because there's only 3
Still.
age, like, years in JP high schools. Anyways,
Still, I don't think Chaos Head's gonna go that route, honestly.
well, I'm
It does
pretty
not
sure
seem
there
to be-
is an anime ending, but I don't know what happens in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, anyways, and he
Yeah.
was also the mastermind who brought me here. Thanks, brother. Hi, Gretel. I hate to be a bother, but do you think maybe you could untie me now? I kept my tone polite and formal to avoid offending him.
ダメです
I'm afraid
Doctor,
not. If I
その方法
untied you, you only run away,
逃げるでしょ?
wouldn't you?
I really think this is a hostage situation.
Yeah. Stockholm Syndrome route.
Oh boy.
I won't, I swear.
誰に
What the half is fucking? I don't know.
You swear? To whom?
To you, dearest Gretel. I don't know. Oh god.
God. Oh no. The brain cell became too strong.
The problem is
Well,
I
if you-
don't know what's the correct choice.
I think it's to Gretel. Because, like, if he is, like, the mastermind pulling the strings here, he's gonna say something along the lines like, God can't save you now.
I kind of want to
It's
know what
only me.
happens though with picking God, especially if it's a bad end. You know?
It might be a bad end, honestly. Let's do it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Uh,
To God.
ま、そんなことはどうでもいいんですけど
I
ね
don't really care one way or the other.
No.
I think he does.
He shrugged off his own question before I could even answer it. One of those, then why are you bothering asking me kind of moments.
姉さん
Sister,
Yes?
僕と姉さんは二人きりの兄
there's
弟
no
なんで
need
す
for
か
you
ら
to stand on
丁
formalities
寧な
with
言
me.
葉を使わなく
I'm
てい
your
いんです
one and only
よ
brother.
という
Besides,
か
you used to treat
以
me
前は
like a
そんな風
peer.
に喋ってなかったじゃないですか元
That's... What changed is the question I should be asking you. You were never the kind of guy who would do this. Or were you? For some reason, my head was throbbing, and I couldn't quite remember. Is it really you, Gretel?
おかしなことを聞くんですね
What a
姉さん
silly question,
あ
sister.
なたの可愛い弟の
It's
グレ
me,
ーテルですよ
your innocent baby brother Gretel.
X'd it out. Innocent my ass.
Bleh, bleh, bleh.
What are you going to do to me?
どうもしませんよ
Nothing. We're gonna live here. Just the two of us. Really, it won't be any different from before. Just with more restraints.
No, I highly doubt.
No? You refuse me, do you? Well, then I'll have to rethink this. Perhaps I'll leave you here to rot.
No, you misheard me. I said no, like the mask, or maybe I said nor. Yeah, that must be it. Nor. This was, admittedly, the world's least plausible excuse.
I'm just joking. I know you know I would never abandon you, right? Although I won't be with you every hour of the day.
At this, my eyes widened.
I was all prepared for like happy, you know, like, oh, we're gonna have a fun time with Gretel. This escalated.
I mean, I was concerned as soon as when I was like looking at my Steam library and turned on the psychological horror tag on my games just for the fuck of it, and this episode in particular was there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What the fuck does Kaguya do if it's labeled psychological horror?
But like what's going on with
2.
Gretel is not.
Yeah, it's not Yandere. Yeah, it's more like possessive.
Either way, it's not
least.
good, so...
Yeah, either way, not great, but...
Mm-hmm.
Is it weird that it makes me, like, more excited to see just how fucked up this gets, or...
No.
Because we know they don't fuck.
Yeah.
Episode 1 did not have fucking. It just... relationship stuff.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry. Obviously, I'll be sure to lock you up nice and tight so you can't escape while I'm gone.
In an instant, my hopes were dashed, and despair washed over me. I was tempted to ask him, "Are you out of your mind?" But given the current situation, it was clear the answer was yes, and I wasn't eager to provoke him. Why are you doing this?
Why? Because you wanted me to. Isn't that right?
No, I really don't think.
You don't think what? Are you refusing me again?
No, you misheard me when I said it was I really daisuki. Love you. Daisuki. Not this. Oh, were you gonna try to read that again?
Yeah, it was. Damn.
Foiled again.
I'm the bad guy.
At this, Gretel actually smiled and blushed, if you can believe it. Oh dear.
You love me? That's very sweet of you. I love you too, sister.
And now he's back to his innocent baby brother shtick. Okay, I'm officially confused now. If you really loved me, you'd untie me.
I'm afraid I can't.
Yeah, I figured. I allowed a dry laugh. Gretel shook his head in disappointment.
You'd be perfect if only you kept your mouth shut. That said, I still love you, even if you constantly sabotage your own sex appeal.
You're her brother. You should not be using that language.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Where's Cinderella to bop him over the head? Totes. If I wasn't tied up, I would have kicked him in the shin for that. Okay, for now, can you just untie my legs?
And get within side kicking distance.
Oh, what? So you can kick me in the shin? Absolutely not.
Me? Kick you? I was smiling, but I had a feeling you didn't buy it.
Fine, you win. I'll untie you. To be fair, it'll be easier for me if you were able to walk around without my help.
Thank you, Gretel. He didn't really deserve my gratitude, considering he was the one who tied me up in the first place, but whatever. I rolled over to point the knots in his direction.
You don't have to do that, you know.
I was hoping maybe he'd untie my hands while he was back there, but unfortunately I wasn't that lucky.
はい外しました
There you go.
And with that, he pulled the rope away. Thanks. I wiggled my newly freed legs, stretching my stiff muscles.
もっとおしとやかにしたらどうですか
Have you considered acting a little more ladylike for a change?
Have you considered not tying up your sister for a change? Why, just as soon as you untie my hands, my good sir. I answered sarcastically, in my most elegant voice. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I saw him reach for my shoulder. Ah! He rolled to me onto my back and climbed on top of me.
No. Wait.
His weight pinned my thighs in place, preventing me from flailing around. I could feel my chest heaving. Yeah, understandable. Have a nice day.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do to me?
だから言ったじゃないですか
Nothing. Like I said, we're just gonna live here from now on.
But why?
ここが安全だからです
Because it's safe here.
姉さん
I'm going to protect you, sister.
I stood out.
僕
You call this safe? This?
もちろんです
Of course.
Nuts. My body went limp in defeat. Okay, fine. I don't really get why this has to happen, but I'll take your word for it. You're my precious baby brother after all.
やはり姉さんは姉さんだ
Now that's the sister I know and love.
Don't you mochiron desu me. Ugh. Satisfied, Gretel hopped off of me and adjusted his shirt collar. Thank fuck.
そうだお腹空きませんか
Say,
僕
are you hungry?
何か作ります
I
よ
could whip something up.
Yes, please.
Please tell me this chapter goes fast.
I could see him in the kitchen, prepping the food. Similar to a studio apartment, there's only one main room in this cabin, so there were no walls between us. I could see him, and naturally he could see me. He retrieved some eggs, milk, and veggies from the fridge, then a frying pan and a bowl from the cupboard. From that, I surmised he was probably making an omelet. So I decided to get up and walk around the cabin on my own 2 feet. Gretel didn't seem too concerned with my meandering, so I took that to mean I was free to do so. It made sense, I suppose. My hands were tied, literally, so there wasn't much I could do to try to escape.
Use your teeth, open the door, run.
No boy. He wouldn't have...
What? You're thinking it too.
He wouldn't have freed my legs if he wasn't confident I would remain trapped. He had all his bases covered, and frankly, I was impressed. I walked over to the window and gazed out at the scenery. We were surrounded by tall, dense trees.
Oh, I know this place. It's from Red Riding Hood's.
Evidently, we were in a forest somewhere, and no amount of shouting would save me. Next, I stood in front of the door. This sole portal to the outside world was locked up tight, and with my hands bound, I wouldn't be opening it anytime soon. Actually, it was possible I could make it work with a lot of effort on my part, but with Gretel here, supervising me, I didn't stand a chance. Next, I walked over the wood-burning stove. Well, don't see one of these every day. I'd heard these stoves were a hassle to work with, lots of careful ventilation and upkeep required. I peered through the little glass window at the dancing flames within. The crackle of the fireplace, the woody scent. Nice and eco-friendly!
That's what you're worried about, right?
Dots. And so, after just a few steps around the cabin, I had now attained a deeper understanding of my circumstances. Long story short, I wasn't going to get a single whiff of fresh air without Gretel's explicit permission. Would saying the series reminds you of Into the Woods be too pointed? I don't know.
What's Into the Woods?
I don't know. Not to be a broken record, but again, this place was furnished like a studio apartment, with a kitchen, a bathroom, a bed, and all the other amenities needed for one's daily life. It was clear Gretel wasn't kidding around.
Are we talking about 2014 here?
talking about a
Oh, you mean the
musical,
musical? Okay.
apparently.
Let's see. Into the Woods is a 1987 musical with music and lyrics by Stephen Sondheim, and the book by James Lapine. The musical intertwines the plot of several Brothers Grimm fairy tales, exploring the consequences of the characters' wishes and quest. The main characters are taken from Little Riding Hood, Jack and the Beanstalk, Rapunzel, Cinderella, and several others. The musical is tied together by a story involving a childless baker and his wife and their quest to begin a family. The original beginning of a Grimm brothers' Rapunzel, their interaction with a witch who has placed a curse on them, and their interaction with other storybook characters during their journey, and something about like they make magical items to break curses. But that's the general plot right there.
I wonder if we'll run into Cinderella in red in this then.
Maybe. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Interesting. He was dead serious about the two of us living here. I looked at the giant birdcage sitting in the center of the room. It was nothing short of bizarre. Indeed. Never in my life had I seen a birdcage large enough for a person to walk inside. One word came to mind.
I have.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Was it you-sized?
Yeah, of course.
Beautiful. Anyways, one word came to mind. Prison. Why did Gretel bring me here against my will? To protect me? Was I under threat of attack from some external force and I just didn't realize it? Want some help? I called out to Gretel as he busied himself in the kitchen. Sure enough, he was making an omelet. Next to him was a jar full of little star candies in every color of the rainbow. He took a few and popped them into his mouth. Naturally. As I stared at him, he eventually noticed my gaze.
Did you want some candy?
Yeah.
Too bad.
Damn. Oh, rats.
This candy is for me. You can't have any, or you'll get fat.
That's not how candy works.
I mean, you're right. But I don't think he's going to listen to you on that one.
I don't think he's gonna listen to anyone on anything.
This is definitely not a I can fix him guy, for sure. I think Peachy said that earlier. This is not a I can fix him guy. This is a I need to get away from this fucker.
Let's avoid Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, the stream. Let's avoid Stockholm Syndrome.
I didn't really have a comeback for that.
I don't need your assistance, so feel free to have a seat.
Okay. Don't like I'd be much help with my hands tied anyway, quite literally. I walked over and sat in the chair position beside the cage. Phew. Frankly, the mere sight of this giant thing was enough to kill my mood. Fair, understandable, have a nice day. Let's see if we can get through this with our sanity intact.
Yay! Sanity gauge, go! Pull up the amnesia menu.
Oh dear.
Wow, our sanity's doing great right now.
Oh boy. I had the sinking feeling my dear brother would throw me into it the second I pissed him off. Oh boy.
Sister, food's ready.
Gretel walked over, carrying a piping hot omelet on a plate. I'm not gonna be able to eat that without my hands, you know.
Sure you can. I'll feed it to you.
No, thank you. Oh god.
Here we go, sister. Open wide and say, ah.
I opened my mouth, and as promised, he fed me a spoonful of omelet.
How is it?
Tastes poisoned. I nodded, my mouth full of food. It's good.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. Be sure to eat these vegetables as well.
I don't think I have much of a choice in this. Okay. Oh boy. He fed it all to me, one bite after another, so quickly that I scarcely had any time to savor it. Rude. Under any other circumstances, this spoon feeding might have been cute or romantic, but not like this. Wait, Gretel, that's enough. You could stop now.
そうですか?
You sure?
Very sure. I'm stuffed. It was great, though. Thanks for making it. Sip prion disease. Head smashes into table.
Oh, don't tell me he's just gonna we saw how they messed with the fairy tales in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me that Gretel is also the witch in this case, and he's like fattening up Reikyu.
But he
I know he
literally
said
not to have candy because he'll get fat.
That doesn't it doesn't change the fact that it still might be his overall plan, because it's just like, oh yeah, that candy's for me. There's obviously something special about the candy.
What if he's planning to fatten himself up to feed himself to Reiki?
I don't know. Either way, it's weird.
Oh yeah. Hi Marvel, by the way, don't worry.
Hi Marvel. Welcome to the psychological horror part. Perfect time for October.
Okay, you can say that's gross all you want, PG, but unfortunately people are into that, unfortunately. So, you know.
Oh wait, what's gross? I blanked.
Feeding himself to Reikyu. Like him fatting himself up.
okay.
Yeah.
Like cutting off a pinky and throwing it in a salad or something.
Yeah, things like that.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, the only time I've seen it, not seen it. The only time I've seen it expressed is mainly in anime, and the only thing I can think of is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, where
Oh yeah, with the
Toru
dragon
cuts off her own
tail.
tail. Yeah.
But that's her tail grows back, so that's fine.
Yeah. But it's still, she wants Kobayashi to eat a part of her, and she makes that an explicit part of her personality for a good chunk of time.
Yeah. I unfortunately do know about actual people with that, someone's ex forcing them to do stuff that, unfortunately.
Typically it's small shit, oh yeah, I'll take a bit of your hair and put it in some cooking, and then you eat my hair and we're forever soul bonded. And it's no, that's not how that works.
Yeah, unfortunately the story I heard of was their ex would cut a sliver of their thigh and put it in the food. So
I like thighs, but not that much.
Not in that way.
I like them in one piece. Yeah, I like them intact. Thank you.
Anyways, carrying on.
そうですか.
Alas. Well, alright.
He lowered the spoon away from my lips and slid the bite of food into his own mouth instead. Indirect kiss.
悪くはないですが.
Not
やっぱり
bad.
姉さんが
But
作
I'm
った
afraid my
料理
cooking
は
just doesn't
かな
hold a
わないな。
candle to yours.
Oh,
Oh
wait.
no, sounds like you're gonna have to untie your hands.
Is he jealous that she can cook better than him? Wait, this is weird.
Yeah, everything is weird. Anything we come up with isn't gonna make any sense, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Not
it's
at this
just,
stage.
It's just gonna be over the top. It's just gonna be too over the top.
Can we have Alice back, Liz?
That's what the cage is for. We're gonna put Alice in the cage.
Oh dear.
Oh wait. Oh, you know, what'd be really funny if later on, Alice is just sitting in a pot of soup
And I don't.
that Gretel's preparing for Reikyu.
I'm not sure that would be funny. I'll be honest.
It'd be funny for me, because could you imagine Alice in that situation?
As long as the pot's not on, I guess it's fine.
Well, obviously it's not boiling; it's heating up to boiling. There's a difference. You gotta let it simmer. You can't just throw a guy into a boiling pot. You gotta let him simmer.
I mean, depends if you want to torture him or not.
Exactly, that's the point.
Anyways, you think so? You know, I'm happy to cook for you anytime. You just gotta untie these hands. You know.
そうだ、姉さん.
Oh, I just remembered, sister.
Man, ignoring me again. You promptly ignored my suggestion.
実はデザートも用
I
意し
made
てあるんです。
dessert too.
You did?
はい、
blood pudding.
Macarons.
Oh, sorry. And guess what it is? Macarons.
I do like macarons, but not in this context, Gretel. What did you put in them? Macarons! Macarons, the king of all sweets, the pinnacle of confection.
どうしますか?
Blood macarons.
Interested? I know Peachy is.
Would you like dessert?
Obviously, the answer is yes here. Like
yeah.
that's the lowball answer that they're throwing us out here. I want to say no because I don't know what he did to that dessert.
Let's say no and see what happens, because I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
getting an early game over and then have to
I
go
wouldn't
back.
mind getting a bad end really fast because like
Yeah.
fuck, I need some way out of this.
Yeah, we need a small out.
じゃあ用意します。少し待ってい
Okay
てください。
then. I'll go get them. Just a moment.
Oh, he's back to the whole ignoring you part.
I swear to God,
He's
Gretel,
living
if our
his own
hands were
world.
untied, I would sprinkle. God damn it.
He's back to the whole ignoring you part.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't matter what we picked, I guess.
He's living in his own fucking world. Let's just do the opposite of whatever he picks or whatever he wants us to do. That's how we avoid the Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah. Dots. Now I understood. My desires didn't matter. He didn't actually care.
Yeah, exactly.
Gretel walked back to the fridge, opened it, and pulled out his chilled macarons. The colored confections were neatly stacked inside a decorative cocktail glass for a very classy effect. He took the pink one at the top of the stack and fed it to me.
アイネさん、
Here
デ
you
ザ
are,
ートのマカロ
sister.
ンです。
A macaron for
開け
dessert.
てください。
Now, say
The chili meringue hit my tongue, and as I bit down, I tasted the buttercream filling.
That sounds delicious.
It's so good.
本当ですか?
You mean it?
Of course, your desserts are the best. As I spoke, I thought back to the last time I said this exact same thing. Was that before getting tied up?
Probably.
My name is Reikyo Arisu, and I'm 19 years old. I have a younger brother named Gretel. He's a bit of a freak. He has perfect grades, perfect manners. I'm not sure about that. Perfect looks. The very picture of an honor student.
Well, this is in the past, so this is before he went cray cray.
Yeah, before he became Delulu.
Yeah, do-do-do-do-do.
Slowly, soundlessly, I pushed the door open. Through the crack, I could see my brother sitting at his desk, doing schoolwork. Holding my breath, I slipped inside and pounced on him from behind. Gretel!
うわ
Whoa!
Gretel slumped forward under my weight, but quickly recovered and extricated himself from the arms that had wrapped around his neck.
姉さん、
Buzz
勉
off,
強してる
sister.
んですから。
I'm studying it right
邪魔しない
now,
でくださ
so
い
leave me
よ。
alone.
I can help you. I snatched the textbook off his desk.
あ、ちょっと。
Hey, that's mine.
Wait, what the? I stared down at the page. These were advanced math formulas. Definitely not something they taught at community college. Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
僕も春からは姉さんと同じ
After I
学校に通う
graduate,
ことにな
I'll
り
be
ますから
going to the same university as you. So I figured.
Shouldn't you be studying for entrance exams first? Oh, right. I guess you don't need to. If anything, entrance exams would be a step down from the level he was currently studying at. Oh, I can't wait for you to join me at college.
嬉しそうですね。
You seem excited.
Of course I am. I've been dreaming about this forever. We'll be attending the same school, and we could eat lunch together if you wanted. Oh, and we could walk home together.
登下校なら
We
毎日してる
already
じゃない
walk
ですか
home together.
This is true, of course. I went to Gretel's community college every single day and waited for him to come out. The two of us would walk home together. At first, he was horrified to find me at his school, but over time, he learned to tolerate it. But it'll be different once we're both going to the same school.
少しは弟
Have
離
you
れしたらどう
considered
です
that
か
maybe it's time for you to stop cleaning all over me? It's embarrassing.
Not doesn't age well. No, I don't want to let go.
We're gonna find out something Reikyu did that made Gretel like hyper possessive to the point where he's like ignoring reality and Delulu.
Yeah, something fucked up happened.
Yeah, something fucked up happened.
I wrapped my arms around him in a big hug.
Stop! I can't breathe!
No more breath for you.
No more breath for you.
He smacked,
Die.
he smacked my arm like he was tapping out. Oops, sorry. Lost control of my love for a minute there. I let go of him.
Gah, don't do that again! Good grief.
He reached into a nearby jar of candy, pulled out a red one, and popped it into his mouth.
He has candy on his desk when he studies? Me too. Sugar's brain food.
No, that reminds me. What do you want for dinner tonight? Anything in particular? I want to treat my hard worker to something nice.
Anything's fine.
You sure? If you tell me I can make anything, I'm gonna make whatever I want.
Go for it. Everything you make is delicious.
Don't say that. Now I'm obligated to make something really good.
That's exactly why I said it.
He smiled slightly. Then our eyes met, and I instantly became conscious of how close our faces were. You are siblings.
Yes.
I stepped away from him, clasped my hands behind my back, and leaned forward. Well then, guess I'll get started on dinner. I'll come get you when it's ready, okay?
Yes, please.
He waved me away without even looking at me. Now then. I left his room and headed down to the kitchen on the first floor. Each step made the hardwood floor creak, reminding me of the house's deteriorating condition.
Yes, that is the word.
Uh-huh. No surprise there, of course. This building was constructed long before I was born. It wasn't your ordinary house either.
It's made of candy.
Originally it was built as a cafe, but at some point, someone remodeled it into a house. You often hear about people adding a storefront to their house, but seldom the other way around. That said, the cafe area was still fully intact, so there wasn't much remodeling done at all. Even the cupboards were still the same, although we'd obviously bought new silverware. The living quarters were located on the second floor. At one point, they were rented out as apartments.
This is Cinderella's cafe. Let's go.
But now it's the Odyssey family residence. All in all, this retro cafe had quite the history. Why did we live here, you ask? Well, my family jumped on the cafe bandwagon back when they were all the rage, but changing trends eventually forced them to close down. Just kidding. It's actually more complicated than that. The truth is, my parents were just a couple of weirdos with eclectic tastes. They found a retro cafe in a scenic little backwater town and decided to buy it. There was no hard work put into it. It wasn't their lifelong dream. They simply had too much money on their hands. Damn, wish that were me.
Damn, I wish I had enough money to buy a cafe and then renovate it into a house.
Just 'cause you can.
Just because I can.
But seeing as that...
Actually, good question. If you could buy a business to turn into a house, what would you buy? Because, like, I'm kind of on board with the whole cafe thing, because you have, like, you could make, like, a little reading nook by, like, an open window. You have the ovens and stuff for, like, cooking food. Set up a little kitchen area over there.
Yeah.
And then, like, if you have guests over, you already have all the dining space you can need. You could set up, like, their own individual tables and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like any kind of restaurant or other, like, food thing would be a good choice, given, like, the kitchens and whatnot. But I'm not really sure what I would pick, to be honest. I'd have to think about that more.
Ooh, you know what would also be a good one? A small library.
I was thinking, like, bookstore, too, a little bit.
Imagine living in a building that was a museum. Ooh, it had to be a tiny museum though.
Yeah.
Like it couldn't be like the big ones where they had like the big exhibits. It had to be like some like some tiny one, not a big one. Lol. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there
That
is
should be
a
a tiny one.
museum by me and Peachy that has like a giant cube in front of it, and that would be fun to have in front of your house.
That would be really cool, honestly.
Just a big ass cube.
But yeah, like a tiny bookstore. I mean, if you're using it solely for being a house, I would love to live in a bookstore, honestly. Like how they do in like those like tiny like owner lives in the back. They have shelves lined with like some really obscure titles.
Yeah.
It's just quiet in there all the time. It smells like grandpa's.
Oh boy.
Just smells like old people, you know?
Might interest you in a retirement home.
No. I want the smell of old people, not actually old people. Old people stress me out.
Just live in a place that used to be a retirement home then. How about that?
Then you have so much space. I mean, at least you'd have like walking around place, but then you'd have like more room than you know what to deal with.
Have
you
all
know?
your friends live with you. Problem solved.
Oh, the big streamer retirement home
Let's
complex.
go.
Let's go. I'd be on board with that, actually.
Yeah.
You
Anyway.
get a quad.
But seeing as that excess money now afforded me a roof over my head, I was at least a little bit grateful. My parents had their own place in the city where they worked, and they rarely came out to see us, so for the most part, Gretel and I were essentially on our own. A good friend of mine once teased me for having a house as weird as the family that lives in it. Frankly, I couldn't agree more.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, everything's mirrored here.
I was gonna say everything's mirrored.
Yeah, I noticed that as soon as we were in the hallway.
What the fuck?
I mean...
The mirror.
mhm.
The two mirrors are flipped of each other. What?
The mirrors are mirroring.
The mirrors have mirrored each other. They become too advanced.
They put the two mirrors in front of each other, so it's just that constant reflection.
Oh god, the infinite reflection. Oh, they did that in Inception. It was such a good shot.
Hmm. In the kitchen, I opened the fridge and took out some eggs and veggies. Tonight's dinner, omelets.
Omelets?
Why omelets, you ask? Because I want to get back at Gretel for forcing me to make something good. My plan was to make a really decadent sauce to drizzle on top. That way it would seem fancier than it was. I pulled out a chocolate bar tucked away in the back corner of the fridge. I hope not for the omelets.
Oh, it's for the omelets.
Would he get mad at me if I used this? I would get mad at you if you used that, right, Q?
What, chocolate sauce on top of an omelet?
Yeah, that's weird.
That sounds good, though.
You have fun with that then, Relix. You have fun with that.
I will.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I figured chocolate sauce would pair with the eggs really nicely, but I wasn't sure. The fridge was home to all kinds of chocolate, from ordinary candy bars to fancy truffles in their own little box. All of it belonged to Gretel. Okay, yeah, then he'll definitely get mad at you if you used it.
Oh, okay, never mind, yeah.
Believe it or not, he had a massive sweet tooth. He was a total nerd for all things sugary. He was always up to date on the latest products from his favorite stores, and whenever a new one opened up, he was among the first to try them. Whenever...
Rich people problems, right?
Yeah. Whenever a given dessert went viral online, he would either visit the store in person or have it shipped to our house. He was so obsessed with chocolate, he put middle-aged women to shame.
Damn.
After a long internal debate, I put the chocolate back. Thank God. If I used it without asking, Gretel was guaranteed to be furious with me. No doubt about it.
Good, she's at least considerate.
Yeah, this time. One time, when I was desperately craving sweets, I ate a cream puff I found in the fridge. The result...
Blind fury.
You ate it, didn't you?
Huh? Oh yeah, sorry. It was in the fridge, so I figured...
What is wrong with you? That cream puff was a limited edition made with top-of-the-line ingredients. They only make 50 per day, so they're almost impossible to get.
I waited in line at the crack of dawn just to get one! But then you came along and vacuumed it with your big stupid mouth! I can't believe this!
I'm really sorry, okay? I'll buy you another one.
If you're sorry you ate it, then don't eat it in the first place! I wanted to have my cream puff right this moment! My mouth was hungry for it! My tongue was ready! But then I discovered my precious cream puff was gone! Yes, for it already slid down your ungrateful gullet, never to return! Oh, he is so not normal.
No.
No.
Though I do kind of understand his frustration here, but...
Oh, yeah. But, like, this is, like, cranked up to a 10.
Yeah.
Like, I had donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. You know, somebody ate a couple. Oh, that's fine. Just go buy me some others when you're by Dunkin' Donuts. That's fine. I'll find some other thing to eat, you know?
In the end,
Anyway.
I finally won his forgiveness by buying him a box of award-winning truffles from some famous pâtissier. Total price, $75.
For pastries?
He was generally a pretty laid-back guy, but when it came to sweets, all bets were off. In his head, sweets, many greater thans me. Thus, I gave up on this chocolate sauce idea. Probably better not to have chocolate for dinner anyway. I decided to go with something more healthy that wouldn't clash with dessert. So I put the
Rich
chocolate
people
back
problems.
and took out the spinach instead. Then I got to work.
Okay, spinach omelet makes sense.
Yes, understandable.
I still think the chocolate sauce would have been great.
Mm.
Sister!
Oh hey, what happened to studying? I just blended my boiled spinach into a paste in the food processor and cracked some eggs into a bowl. Gretel walked in.
My motivation's dead now that you broke my concentration.
Irk. I hung my head guiltily.
Just kidding. I already made good progress for today. I was tired of sitting around my room, so I thought I'd come help you.
Gretel looked at the ingredients I had lined up on the counter.
Making omelets?
Spinach omelets, to be precise. You need to eat your veggies.
Let me help.
I've got this. You go entertain yourself for a while.
Okay. Then I guess I'll watch you work.
As he spoke, he took a seat at the dining table. You're just going to watch me? That's it.
You're the one who said I couldn't help.
Gretel
Mirroring an oddly familiar scene that we just seen play out.
Gretel cupped his chin in his hands and smiled defiantly at me. Pouting my lips, I ignored him and set about scrambling my eggs with a whisk. Little punk. Next, I added the spinach paste into the bowl with my freshly beaten eggs. In a blink, the mixture's color changed from kiro, yellow, to midori, green. Why is that? Whatever. Then, while I was distracted with other prep work. Well, I noticed Gretel had grabbed the fancy truffles from the fridge and was now eating them. It's gonna spoil his appetite.
How dare he?
You're eating more candy? Here I am, making dinner for my precious baby brother, and you're spoiling your appetite. Disrespectful, don't you think? But despite my annoyed scowl, Gretel didn't much care.
It's fine. I have a separate stomach for desserts.
Okay, cow. Meanwhile, he carried on eating his truffles like they weren't $5 a pop.
Nom, 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 nom. These are decent, I guess.
Just decent. They're decorated like precious gems.
It doesn't matter how it's decorated if it tastes like shit.
Anyways.
Boys.
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 Not me today, Poppin.
As I stared at him, he offered me a half smirk.
Want one?
Yeah.
Well then, do you know how to ask nicely?
No. Please, Master Gretel, bestow your blessings upon my sorry soul.
You know, I wasn't gonna say she asked for it, but
Yeah.
between this interaction, I'm starting to see it just a little bit.
Yeah. I clasp my hands melodramatically.
よくできました。
Perfect.
はい。
Now say ah.
He held up one of the truffles between his thumb and forefinger and offered it to me. I opened my mouth and caught it on my tongue. It's good. These were worth every penny. Not only were they pretty to look at, but the chocolate was rich and melted in my mouth.
僕が作った
Sounds
の
pretty
が美味しい
bland,
ですよ。
honestly.
I could make better truffles. Easy.
Then do it.
I could too.
Both of you do it.
Maybe I will.
Then let's
I
see
know how
it.
to bake shit.
Yeah?
I know how to bake.
Mm-hmm. Not only was the Prince of Sweets obsessed with eating them, he was passionate about making them too. And he was extremely talented at it.
別にいいですけど、今は
I
姉さんが
would,
厨房を使
but
って
you're
るでし
using
ょ
the kitchen right now.
There's enough
Also,
room
should we
for two of
catch-
us.
Should we catch Mars up on this horror show?
Nah. Mars can watch the
Okay.
VOD.
That's fair. Plus, they'll see it once we get back to that.
Yeah. How about after I finish up?
使いません。
Sure, that works.
Then I better finish up quick. Yeah, don't worry about it, Mars.
Don't worry about it. You'll know when we get to it.
I started working even more swiftly than before. Funny how it's easier to focus on work when there's a reward close at hand. And so I dished up dinner in a flash.
変わってますね。
Now that's a novel color.
Green eggs and ham. Pretty, isn't it? The omelets were deep green in color. Under them was bright red tomato sauce. Quite the striking contrast if I do say so myself. I don't want contrast in my food necessarily.
What, you don't want green eggs?
I don't mind green eggs, but like, I don't know. The red tomato sauce sounds a bit much in terms of
If you told me-
visuals.
If you told me it was spinach omelets and it was green, I'd be like, yeah, that checks.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure the flavors work, but just the idea of like that dark green
Ooh.
egg and then like the red tomato sauce, I don't know. It's not visually
That's-
appealing.
It's not visually appealing, but like the flavor profile sounds awesome.
Yes, yes. I'll give it that much credit, but nothing else.
Yeah.
いただきます。
Time for a taste test.
He took a bite out of his green omelet and fell quiet. How is it? Unable to endure the silence, I asked his opinion.
やっぱり姉さんが作った
Everything you
料理は
cook
美味しい
turns out delicious, no matter what.
More delicious than chocolate from a famous chocolatier.
それはない。
Don't flatter yourself.
Damn.
Damn.
Ouch. I already knew my brother was a monster, but damn. That doesn't age
Oh, you're-
well.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'll know he's more of a monster later. God damn.
Ugh. He snickered at my utter defeat.
冗談ですよ。
I'm just
スイ
joking.
ーツは
Sweets aren't
普
the
通の
same
料理
thing
と
as
違い
regular
ますか
food,
らね。
so there's no
比
comparing
べ
the
られま
two.
せんよ。お店の商品として出しても
I would say
遜
this
色ない
dish
レベル
is
だと
at
思います
least
よ。
restaurant quality.
You think so?
Mi-
I tried to act modest, but my face was already beaming.
I don't know. I feel like restaurant cooking is like a grade below home cooking. But maybe I just had really good home cooking. Maybe that's the thing I'm realizing now.
Maybe. Our lives were quiet and peaceful and happy, and we were both so sure that would all last forever. But then, I don't know. Yep, back to this room. Huh? I opened my hazy eyes to find myself back in the one-room cabin. Do you want me to make that a poll?
Yeah, why not?
You could have just asked, you silly.
Well, you were reading. I didn't want to interrupt.
You could have waited. I guess. I don't know. Manners.
I know.
I forgot I had the cat ears on. Hello, cat ears.
Hello, cat ears. Anyway, we're back to the presents where everything is terrible and Gretel's very obsessive as fuck.
We'll give them 10
Probably.
minutes to decide this time.
Yeah. Home cooking. See, Mars gets what I'm talking about.
Yes, there is a poll now at the top of chat.
Well, you already know my vote, so I'm just going to put it in here.
Yeah, might as well.
There we go.
Ah, yes. I opened my hazy eyes to find myself back in the one-room cabin. I was sitting in a chair, my hands still tied behind my back. Apparently, I had nodded off at some point. When I tried to stand up, a sudden wave of dizziness hit me. I nearly fell over. Thankfully, Gretel was there to catch me. That's not a thankfully at all.
Are you alright, sister?
Gretel. When I saw that concern in his eyes, I let out a sigh of relief and buried my face in his chest. Oh dear, the Stockholm Syndrome's already happened.
No, I think she's saying that it was all a bad dream, or at least the Gretel from before was a bad dream.
Who knows?
Oh, no, she knows. She doesn't have that post-sleep grogginess.
Yeah. Strange, isn't it? He's the one keeping me here against my will, and yet I trusted him completely.
That's called Stockholm Syndrome.
Sister.
In response, he wrapped his arms around me tightly. I was having this dream, a dream about the past. You know, the time I made green omelets for dinner. How long ago was that anyway? Try as I might, I couldn't remember more than that. Then Gretel drew his lips to my ear.
You must be tired, sister. Get some rest.
He scooped me into his arms and carried me to the bed. Gretel.
What is it? Do you need something?
Yeah, untie my hands. After he lowered me onto the bed, he started to stroke my hair. He was acting less like a brother, more like a boyfriend. Ew.
Wee.
Come on, don't you think you could untie me now? At my words, his hand fell still. That sounds like a no.
Peachy, episode 1. Bark, 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 bark. Peachy, episode 2.
I mean, sir, you are a little too close, so true.
Especially for a brother.
Yeah, yikes.
We're gonna keep emphasizing that point, by the way.
Yeah, we're not gonna drop that.
Yeah. Overall, not a great circumstance. I am interested to see where it goes. But for the sake of the story.
Hi, Catman.
Welcome in, Catman.
Hello, officer. This one right here, so true.
Exactly.
For free. Oh dear. Anyways.
Oh, meowing for free? Because we both did.
Maybe, I don't know. I do have the cat ears on, so it's only appropriate, right? His gentle gaze turned to ice.
Absolutely not. The second I do, you bolt, won't you?
No, that wouldn't be strategic. I won't go anywhere. We're out in the woods somewhere, right? And it's already dark out. I can't wander through a forest in the middle of the night. And I checked outside the window, but the lights were on, so it had to be nighttime. Besides, I know you're only doing this to protect me, right? Yeah, I'm gonna bolt, and by that I mean summon a lightning bolt to strike you down.
I need my hands free to cast the spell.
Yes.
It's not a somatic one.
Of course.
So why would I want to put myself at risk? I won't. Trust me.
Good girl. Get his trust. Get the heck out of there.
He didn't respond immediately, so he hastily continued. Besides, I really want to take a bath, you know, and I can't do that while my hands are tied up, quite literally.
Uh-oh.
What I meant was closer to powder my nose, but proper ladies never directly reference the toilet.
Oh.
Oh, you want to take a bath? Obviously, I'd have to untie you for that. Not like I can wash your naked body myself.
Okay, so he still has some standards. Got it.
For now.
For now.
What? I yelped in surprise. Wash your naked body myself. His words reverberated in my head. The instant sank in. White-hot humiliation shot through me. What do you...
I meant what I said. Me scrubbing your naked body?
What? The
Did you say you couldn't do it?
Yeah. The captor, running his hands all over his wet, naked captive. That's so sexual. It's R-rated. He only just turned 18. It's inappropriate. Okay, now I need to verify exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like I can wash. Okay. So he did deny it. He did say I'm not gonna do that. I mean, it is red flags. Don't get me wrong, Mars. This entire route has been red flags. So
Yeah, no,
far.
it's been major yikes.
Even from the first, like,
Good morning, sister.
it's like, red flags.
Tied up. Everything's bad here.
She's fixating on it, man. Oh.
You appear to be blushing, dear sister.
Red flag so red that her cheeks are flushed. Anyways. Gretel smirked at me provocatively, that word. No, I'm not. I denied it purely on reflex, but considering it was my own face, obviously I could tell that it was true. Evidently, Gretel found my reaction hilarious, because he burst out laughing, clutching his sides.
You don't have to be so self-conscious about it, sister. I'm your little brother, remember?
We know! We can't forget that fact, Gretel.
Biting my lip, I glared back at the little punk. I knew it wouldn't be very intimidating, given my flushed state, but I had to try.
It's worse when he mentions it. I know, Peachy.
And when I realized it was hopeless, I gave up and rolled onto my other side, away from him. Forget it. I admit it, I was sulking.
Don't you have to pee?
I thought you wanted to take a bath.
I do. The next thing I knew, he had untied my hands. A miracle. Having regained total control over my limbs, the first thing I did was push myself into a sitting position. Then I touched a hand to my messy hair. Gretel, I swear to God, I will shit in this bed. Hang on, let me do that in the Reiki voice I have been using. Gretel, I swear to God, I will shit in this bed.
Shit in the bed? Are you breaking up with me?
Without my hands, I can't even comb my hair.
Sorry, I looked down and I saw Spooky just say, Relics, no!
Oh, who cares if your hair's tangled? Not like anyone will see it.
I interpreted this to mean that I wasn't going to have any visitors anytime soon. You'll see it, though.
Is it me you're thinking of when you make yourself presentable? Even though I'm your brother.
Whatever lets you brush my hair. Looking at Gretel's expression, I felt like he was testing me. Yeah, totally. Anyway, I'm gonna go take my bath now.
Just a moment.
And Gretel, I needed you to stop talking yesterday. And as I hopped off the bed, he grabbed my arm. What?
If you're gonna take a bath, you should at least get partially undressed out here.
Nah,
Nope.
fam.
Nuh-uh.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Do that in the bathroom. Fuck off. Why? My voice went up an octave.
Because the bathroom is small and cramped. You have a lot of layers to take off. Isn't that alright?
Then I'll just stand partially in the bathtub and undress.
Bleh, 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 bleh.
No, he does not have a valid point.
No, he doesn't have a valid point. You could just, toss the clothes, through the crack in the door, you know? Like, you don't have to.
Surprisingly enough, I gaslit myself to believing he had a valid point. I'm sure I'll be fine. A little struggle never hurt anybody.
そ
Also,
れ
home
に
cooking
そ
one.
の服
Let's
後ろに
go.
チャックがあるじゃないですか。僕が下ろしてあげます。
This dress has a zipper in the back, correct? I'll help you out of it.
No, I couldn't possibly ask that of you.
Just unzip it for her and then go away.
Yep. The struggle
That
here
is
is
it.
Gretel's behavior. So true.
Exactly. That is the big struggle.
I desperately tried to decline, but his bright smile didn't waver.
いいから。
Just let me.
No. He yanked my arm and forced me back onto the bed. Wow.
All right, girl. You know what to do. Pee on him.
Assert dominance and pee.
Assert dominance with pee.
Gretel! I sat there, staring back at him. My heart was pounding like crazy.
まずは足からですね。
First, we'll start with your legs.
Aren't you taking off a dress?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Buddy. Wait, I squirmed as he plunged a hand under my skirt with no hesitation. Oh, God.
What? No, stop.
Can we get rid
Please
of him? Stop. His fingers brushed my skin through the fabric of my tights, and it tickled like crazy. Uh-huh. I tried to push him away, but he pushed back, and I ended up flat on my back on the bed once more. Safe word, safe word, safe word.
I'll call the cops.
Oh,
No,
God.
not this CG, please.
Stop that. Hey, please no more.
おとなしくしててください。脱がしにくいじゃないですか。
Settle down now. You're making this harder on me.
What was the point of untying her if you weren't gonna let her do things
Yeah.
herself? You fucking fuck.
Yeah, this is like the logic is flawed.
Yeah, can we just hit him over the head with a frying pan?
Grab the nearest frying pan and just smack this bitch and let's get this root over with.
Any blunt object, please.
Tear the leg off the bed if you have to.
Pee on him. This is the perfect opportunity. But, how on earth was I supposed to sit back and let him take my clothes off? You don't. Fight him. Bite him.
Yeah, fight him.
Anything.
Fight him.
God.
Scratch his face up.
Yeah.
Pull his hair out.
Shit in
Choke
the
him
bed.
with his own shit in the bed. I mean, it's a valid strategy at this point,
Mhm.
honestly. Because then he'll have to at least clean the bed.
Yeah, literally anything, I swear to God.
Literally anything. Just whatever you need to do to get out of here.
I flailed around, desperate to escape.
しまったな。これ
Damn
じゃ
it.
紐を
Damn
外
it.
すよ
I
り
should have
先
stripped you
に
before
脱が
taking
し
the
た方
ropes
が良
off.
かったな。
It also would have made sense for you to have to do that while she's tied up. At least there's some rhyme and reason. I still wouldn't agree with it, but
Yeah. Overall, just this is the worst.
banish him to the shadow realm.
If I had a nickel for every time Saki has played a visual novel with an uncomfy, if not outright criminally perverted aspiring chef, I had 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
It took me a moment to remember Teddy existed, I'll be honest. I forgot about him.
Well, one's a chef, one's more of a pâtissier.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
As he spoke, he pinned my wrist together with one hand. Yeah, bye. Gretel, please. Breathing heavily, I looked up at him with damp eyes.
そんな風に誤解させるような
If you
顔
look
し
at me
ないで
like
ください
that,
よ
you're gonna give me the wrong
僕以
idea.
外だったら
Luckily, it's just me.
確
If
実
it
に
was
襲わ
anyone
れてました
else,
よ
they'd be having their way with you right now.
And you're doing what exactly?
I'm screaming internally, fuck this guy. I can't even hear the music, I'm kinda glad.
Yeah, it's the light-hearted, jokey music, like when shenanigans are happening.
Why?
I don't know.
This is not shenanigans, this is straight up like sexual assault at this point.
Yeah. Are you not literally having your way with me right now? Ah, yeah. Then he grabbed my waist, and I let out my biggest scream yet. Can we just please punch him in the fucking face and make him regret being born?
Lock him in the cage and run.
取り役つかめた。
Throw him in the oven if you
今
have
か
to. I
ら
don't
逃が
care.
すので、じっとしててください。
Okay, I finally got it. Hold still because I'm about to pull it off.
Could you just, like, keep your hands to yourself, you fucking freak? No. I was so mortified. All I could do was nod vehemently in a please just get this over with sort of way.
片手じゃ無理か。
I guess I need both hands for this.
Evidently he was having trouble, because he promptly slid his other hand under my skirt. Please. Good.
Just let her take it off.
Yeah, like, dude, why untie her?
At this point, it's too much work.
I struggled not to make another sound. If anyone were to witness my brother fumbling around under his sister's skirt, it was all over for us. Yeah,
Who's
for
gonna hear
Gretel.
you in the middle of the fucking woods? And also,
Yeah,
get this man arrested.
please.
For fuck's sake.
Uh,
They'll believe you. You're the victim.
Anyways.
Sure. Sorry, you should have read that first, and then I could do that.
I understand. But to be clear, neither of us were getting off on this. We're just enjoying a pure, heartwarming brother-sister moment. Stop gaslighting yourself. You deserve better.
Please stop gaslighting yourself. I really hope the good route is just like deny everything.
Good route. Gretel is in prison.
Good route. Gretel's in prison and we don't get with him. I really hope the good route for this is that, first of all, we pray to God. Second, refuse. I really hope it's just like, do everything you can to not go along with this.
Yeah. Like you
'Cause this
see
is
the light of day
problematic.
by throwing him into the sun. Disregard the fact that the only sound was that of heavy breathing and the flutter of clothes. It was a touching exchange in more ways than one. You mean touching in trauma? I hope the good route is castrating Gretel at this point, yeah?
I hope we just put him in the oven, honestly. At
Yeah.
This point.
No thank you. With my tights
Yeah.
off, Gretel's fingers naturally brushed against my bare skin. Were you not wearing... I'm not gonna actually... Anyways. The feeling was more...
Well, the tights are off now.
I mean, yeah, but, you know, underwear still exists below tights.
Yeah, that's true.
This is why you
Well,
voted
she-
for Kaguya. Understandable. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Well, like, at least we got this out of the way, and then we can have Kaguya
Yeah.
totally heal
we-
us.
Well, I don't think he'll totally heal us, but
No,
if, like,
it was
at least we're
sarcasm.
starting with the terrible option, and I hope it doesn't
Yeah.
get worse.
I don't think it will, because this is only one marked with psychological horror, but who knows. Anyways. Then it was through the fabric, and it gave me goosebumps. Yeah.
鳥肌が立ってる。
Getting goosebumps. You're very sensitive to my touch, aren't you?
Can we just kill him? Can that be the good ending, where we just absolutely murderize him?
I really hope we have an ending where we just murder him, honestly.
That would be great.
That's the good ending.
And there's gonna be like, kind of messed up he did that, but understandable. Have a nice day. Walk
I
him out of
really hope the
cabin.
good ending for this is that we is just we survive this
Yeah,
and Gretel gets what's coming to him, because goddamn.
yeah, Wizard, could you
That's the-
please get rid of him, banish him?
Oh yeah, the wizard's kind of facilitating this. Wizard, step in, do your job.
Oh God, Wizard, please do something. What is this? A Harlequin novel? I mean,
Kind of.
Gretel! Blushing beet red, I glared at him sharply. He lowered his gaze slightly and started to snicker. Fucker. Insane asylum.
I'm sorry, sister. I just.
Clutching his sides, Gretel laughed uncontrollably until there were tears in his eyes.
Yeah, you sick fuck.
The sight made me feel so utterly humiliated. Understandable. This man was mocking me for my honest feelings.
Throw him in the cage.
If anyone should have had tears in their eyes, it was me. Yeah.
There you are, sister. I removed your tights for you. The goal was the dress, dude. You didn't even finish the goal.
The goal was just the zipper over the dress, not even taking off the dress.
Yeah, why did you go for the tights?
Because it's fucked up in the head. And here we thought Cinderella was bad, but he really wasn't at all.
No, like, he started out bad, but it wasn't even that bad. He was just kind of a jerk, and then he got really good near the end, you know?
I mean, I more meant with, like, him being teased for, like, fetish stuff, but, like, still.
Oh, yeah, but... Cinderella's okay, that's what I'm saying, like...
Yeah, can we go back to Cinderella, please, actually?
I'll take another Cinderella story over what's happening with freaking Gretel.
Yeah. Like, even
Anyway.
with original age gap with Cinderella, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, even with the age gap, it was fine.
Ugh. He held them.
Gretel was... Let's see, I'm not familiar with Harlequin novels, so I looked it up. Turns out they're a publishing company, so that was a relatively deep cut. That's insane. Gretel was a perv, but I'm willing to believe that he was a true gentleman pervert.
You mean like
Like in the
daughter?
original Grimm? Like, are we talking like original Grimm fairy tale, or?
In the original Grimm fairy tale, wasn't Gretel an actual child?
No, he's talking about during Cinderella.
Yeah,
like,
that's what
yes,
I thought.
Gretel was a perv, but he wasn't like this level of pervs.
Yeah.
No, that's a Steins Gate reference, Relics. I don't know Steingate.
Well, maybe you should watch my VODs on it. Anyways. Sleep well, Mars. Thanks for popping
Sleep well.
in. Don't have nightmares because of this nonsense.
I know I will.
Me too. Anyways, back to trying to read this, I guess.
Yep.
He held them up between his finger and forefinger like he was trying to rub them in my face. Gee, thanks. I snatched them away from him.
Now for your zipper.
That was the only thing you were permitted to touch in the first place, you freak.
Mission failed. Not successfully, just failed.
I'm good. By this, what I meant to was, no thank you, I assure you. I did not mean.
Ready to go, are we? Someone's an eager beaver.
Bite his fingers.
Please.
Off.
With carrots. Instead, my jerk brother willfully misinterpreted me, and then put his hands on my shoulders and flipped me over like a dead fish. Woof. I landed face first on the sheets and my back arched like an orca. Okay.
Ah, your clothes are so needlessly complicated.
Holding me down with one hand, he used the other to painstakingly loosen each of the ribbons on my corset. I can do that myself. Just the zipper.
Yes, yes, whatever you say. Just stay still.
As I flailed in protest, he climbed onto the bed and straddled me. Nah. I groaned beneath his added weight. In contrast to my misery, however, Gretel sounded downright cheerful.
No need to be shy. You know I can tell it must be hard to get out of this without assistance.
And then he said about removing my corset altogether.
Are you telling me the skinny white boy is too much for you? Apparently.
Having given up on resisting, I lay there perfectly still, like a salmon on ice at the grocery store.
At least we have the visual image of Reiki being a dead fish.
Yep.
At least.
Mm-hmm.
最初からそうしとけばいいのに。
Why couldn't you be this cooperative from the start?
Fuck you, that's why.
Yeah, fuck you.
Just hurry up and strip me.
大胆発言。
Now that sounds suggestive.
Ugh.
I can't even make jokes. Like,
Yeah.
a terrible, terrible, terrible thing is happening.
I flailed my one free arm.
姉さんは分かってないな。
You just don't get it, do you? Those cute little reactions are only going to encourage me.
Gretel, I'll give you a suggestion. Fuck off inside. So true.
So, I'm going to tell you a bit of my headcanon right now that's helping me get through this just a little bit better. It's not that great. It's actually not that much better, but it at least helps me in a way. So I think Gretel is doing this as a form of revenge to her, to show her that like her antics aren't welcome towards him, but I think he's going a little bit too far with it. And he's trying to like spook her back into a cage that way she doesn't interact with him in this way going forward. But also, I just think he might just be crazy too.
I'm pretty sure he's just crazy in that fucking head, but that's okay. We'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah.
Then I'll make funny faces at you.
じゃあ僕はもっと姉さん
Oh, I'll give you a funny face, all right.
Smack. God damn, I hate him.
Oh, cool, he didn't smack. I was like, wait, did he actually smack?
No, I want to smack him.
I do want to smack him, though.
I went back to salmon mode.
I am now fish!
Unlike to himself, he promptly went back to my clothes. Then the pressure against my waist disappeared, and I knew he removed my corset. Next, he grabbed the zipper and pulled it down.
白ですか
White,
相変
huh?
わらず好きですね
You've always liked that color, haven't you? As you can tell, I decked up the whole room in it.
How does she
That's
get
the
dressed
jokes.
every day then? I mean, a lot of people are able to put corsets on by themselves and zip up their own dresses.
Well, it sounds like the corset's over the dress, which makes kind of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I become fish, layer of beds.
Oh dear.
We're just gonna be making fish jokes. These are jokes, everybody.
This is how we're coping. Fish.
I hope you're herring for them all.
Stop. I buried my face in the sheets. I'm gonna take any more teasing. Because it wasn't teasing. Fortunately, this
Yeah.
seemed to work against him, because he allowed an annoyed sigh. Good.
It's not teasing when someone's serious. When the
It's-
other person's serious.
It's not teasing if it's fucking assault!
Yeah. That too. Ma'am, please read a dictionary.
はい下ろしましたよ
There. You're all unzipped now.
Yeah, I noticed. Now get off me.
Thank you.
Crushing me, stupid.
おっと
All
それも
right.
そうですね
Whoops.
Vanis. You were totally doing that on purpose. Then the added weight vanished, and I let out a big sigh of relief. I clutched
If you're
my...
gonna put
Hmm.
If you're gonna put your weight on me, could you at least work out the kinks in my back?
I mean...
Like, get your hands in there.
I clutched my dress to my chest so it wouldn't fall to the floor. At this point, if someone saw me with my messy hair and state of undress, they think something very different happened on this bed. No, you definitely got assaulted.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
sorry, my brain lagged. So she's making the situation 10 times worse. I'm right?
Yeah.
Because it's not it's not sure it's a little bit of what he's doing, but it's mostly like her own intrusive thoughts. Like, he is still the bad guy here. He kidnapped her. He is obviously doing these things on purpose to kind of tease her. Even if he thinks that it's like brother sister teasing, it's still very inappropriate.
Yeah.
But like her intrusive thoughts are not helping at all.
Yeah. Just need a light bonk on Reikyu and then carry on, I guess. But only a
Yes.
light bonk because victim is being a victim, so, you know.
A light bonk
別
and
に
a cold
押さえなくて
shower,
も
please.
袖は
Yes.
通してるんだから脱げ
You
な
don't
い
have
で
to
し
hold
ょ
it up, you know. Your arms are still in the sleeves.
It's unzipped, you know. Touche.
I mean,
I'm just making sure. That's all.
ところで姉さん
And another thing,
せっ
sister.
かく僕が脱
Seeing
が
as
して
I
あ
was
げたんで
generous
すか
enough to
ら
help you
お
undress,
礼を言うべ
don't
き
you
で
think you
は
ought to thank me?
No.
for what? Assault?
Yeah, no. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Nope, not saying that.
Not saying that.
My tone was so flat, you could balance a cup of water on it.
Okay, so she didn't mean it. Good. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
still didn't want to utter it though.
I mean, they are intrusive thoughts, though. It's trauma cope, and trauma cope sucks at being healthy long term because its function is to keep the traumatized alive at all. No, trauma cope is not a technical term at all. I know what you mean, though.
Copium, the trauma edition.
The trauma copium, that trauma grade copium, the strongest of all copium,
Uh,
the copium that keeps you alive.
どういたしまして
You do what you gotta do. I'm not saying that either.
yeah, that's fair. Ignoring my snickering brother, I headed for the bathroom.
姉さん
Sister.
No. Huh? I turned back to find him smiling at me sternly.
そっちはお風呂場じゃなくて
That's the front
David's
door, not the bathroom.
Oh, great. Okay, bye. Oh, right. I hastily changed course. Damn.
Look, she's new to the room. She can get away with that once.
That would have been the chance. I would have
That would have been
booked
the
it.
chance.
Flashed the woods and all. Just booked it there.
Are any of these smiles ever not stern? There's a couple, but it's mainly when he thinks that he's joking around
Yeah.
with her. But every time he needs to like discipline or like he feels like he's losing control, that's when the stern smile comes out.
Yeah. The bathroom featured a simple bathtub and a toilet. Honestly, I would have liked to take a long, luxurious soak, but I was in no position to complain. Additionally, there were no windows, just a small ventilation fan. No getting out of here. No getting out through here, I take it. With that confirmed, I shut the door behind me and stripped off my dress. Since Gretel had removed my corset and unzipped the zipper, it slid off easily. Hello, game.
Here's a thought. Don't put back on the corset and don't put back on the tights. That way he won't freaking assault you again.
I don't know, man. Did you find a sledgehammer any walls just a door that hasn't been made yet? I don't...
True.
Gretel would notice, though.
Gretel would definitely notice if we just suddenly materialized the sledgehammer.
I folded it up, then turned the bathtub faucet until warm water steamed out the shower head. But just as I heaved a sigh of relief...
姉さん
Sister.
No thank you. I didn't order anything. Ah! The sudden voice on the other side of the room made me yelp.
どうしました開けますよ
He didn't open the door yet. He's on the other side of it.
Is something wrong? I'm coming in.
No.
Oh no. Stay.
No, it's nothing. Don't you dare come in here.
Yes, listen to her for once, please.
I turned the water off and concealed myself behind the curtain.
そうですかああでもどうしよう
Alright then. If this presents a problem. You see, I forgot to give you a towel and a change of clothes.
Just put it outside the door.
Yeah. I forgot about
Yeah,
it too,
leave-
actually.
Why is the playful music? I don't know. I'm glad I can't hear it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I got the sense that this wasn't exactly an accidental oversight coming from him. Yeah.
One second. I'm gonna put on some music that's gonna put me in the right mood.
Alright.
I'm gonna put on the Halloween soundtrack.
Fair. Timidly, I asked him, "Did you do this to me on purpose?"
はい
Yep. That doesn't help.
I barely suppressed the urge to punch the wall. Yeah, that's fair. Just leave them there.
そこってどこですか
There,
ベッドの上ですか
where? On the bed?
Next to the door, you dimwit. Chikao, chikao, chikao. Itakakata no wa. Leave them near the door.
There we go.
玄関
The front door? Gretel!
Sure,
That
bet.
was
Put
not
them
your-
by the front door and I'll fucking leave.
Yeah, put them by the back door, by the front door, and then I'll go over there. I'll ask you to turn around, and I'll open the fucking door, and I'll bolt.
The bathroom door. I could hear him laughing out there, and although I couldn't see him, I just knew he was clutching his sides again.
わ
Anyway,
かりました
do you want the
近くに置いておきますよ
so we could put it as like a background music source so we could actually have some fitting audio?
Eh, too much work. Maybe
That's
next
fair.
week.
I'll send it to you anyway. It's funny.
Okay.
Got it. I'll leave them nearby.
I pressed my ear to the door and waited for Gretel to move away. Then I slowly opened the door and reached out through the crack, fumbling around for the towel and change of clothes. I still had the shower curtain pressed to my chest, but it could only stretch so far. And if he opened the door any wider, I was screwed. I'd probably lose my...
I just thought of something. Don't play this music on stream. It'll get copyright strikes so fast.
Yeah, okay, well, good thing I was too lazy.
Because it's actually the Halloween.
Yeah. At least you realized? I don't know.
A little bit too late on my part to be comfortable with.
At least you're not streaming this, so...
Yeah, that's true.
I'd probably
I
lose my...
would destroy this VOD.
I'd probably use my balance to fall to the floor, butt naked. That would be one hell of a surprise for him. No. Aha! Found it! My brother loved his pranks, but he would never be outright cruel to me. He tied you up. And assaulted you. As proof of that, I found the stack of fabric without much trouble. I yanked it back into the bathroom with me and let out a sigh of relief. But little did I know, 30 or so minutes from now, I'd be sighing for a different reason. Why? Hmm.
ああ姉さんおかえりなさい
Ah, welcome back, sister.
When I returned from the bathroom, Gretel took one look at me and burst out laughing. Rude. Isn't like I chose to wear this, thank you very much.
What, clown outfit?
It was just the only option you gave me. Ugh, I should have known Gretel would get me a change of clothes without some kind of catch. Kitty, punch! Yeah, let's punch him.
Oh, don't tell me she's dressed up as like a cat or something.
Like a cat onesie.
Oh, my white fluffy fist. Oh,
I punched him with my white fluffy fist. Fursuit would be funny.
now she's just a Neptunia character. Let's be real here.
I've been using my Neptune voice this entire time, so, you know.
I know. It fits.
Fits too well.
Wait, I want to see her. Yeah, me too, Peachy. I want to see her.
My new outfit, in a word, fuzzy. It featured a hood with pointed ears up top and a long tail down below.
Okay, kitty onesie.
In other words, I was wearing a kitty onesie. Let's go.
Let's go, kitty onesie.
We really need to see it, man.
Why don't we get a CG of that? Come on.
Maybe later.
We got the creeper CG.
Yeah. We'll see. I changed my mind. My brother's a cruel bastard. Yeah, he tied you up and assaulted you.
But no, you draw the line at kitty onesies. A kitty kiku.
かわいいです
Looks great on you. You're very cute. Downright adorable.
This is not at all that convincing, coming from a guy currently trying not to laugh.
いや、囚人服と迷ったんですけどね。さすがに姉さんとはいえ、
I almost went
一
with
応
the
女
prison
の人なわ
inmate
けだし
costume, but I
い
felt
く
I
ら
was
なんでも
crossing a
かわいそう
line.
かなと思
You
って
may be my sister, but you're still technically a woman.
What do you mean? I'm murdering him in his sleep stat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kitty
Wanna murder
punch.
YouTube.
I gave him another fuzzy punch. After all, he made me picture myself in that stripy getup, and I came away relieved to be wearing a onesie instead. No one should feel relieved to wear a onesie. It's mortifying.
No, it's comfy.
Yeah, some people like that. Like, don't judge them, Riku.
Especially if it's if it's like the Kigu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I would prefer to see through nighty either. Yeah, that would be worse.
Oh, yeah, that would be way worse.
あ、それともピンクのベビ
Oh,
ードー
were
ル
you
の方
hoping
が
for
良
a
かったですか
pastel pink nightie or something? Stop talking.
Yeah, please. Just cease breathing, actually.
I'll try.
Double kitty punch. This time I hit him twice.
Well, of course they share a
まあ、いいじゃないですか。
brain cell. They're brother and
その
sister.
格好ならわざわざ縛る必要はありませんし
Kick him in the balls. Let's.
Exactly. It's not so bad, don't you think? At least this way I don't have to go out of my way to tie you up.
On second thought, all hail the onesie. But I didn't let it show on my face. Instead, I casually pulled the hood over my head. So you went out of your way to buy this?
え
Where's the receipt?
僕は姉さんをからかう
Oh
ためだった
yes,
ら
I'll spend whatever time, effort, or money it takes to bully you. Now he's acting like a brother.
You monster.
The first time.
I see. Well, I must say, I'm impressed you got me new underwear too. You must be pretty brave if you can walk up to the register with a pair of women's panties.
いえいえ色気
It
のな
was
い
no
姉さん
trouble
が
at all.
少し
I
でも
chose
マ
the
シになるように
classic
黒に
black
ピンク
pink
にレー
lace
スとかいう
combo.
ベタベタなも
And
のを
hopes
選
you
ん
might
でみたん
actually
です
improve
が
your sex appeal.
気に入ってく
So
れ
I'm
たよう
glad
で
you like
よ
them.
かったです
Cease.
Damn it, he countered my sarcasm with more sarcasm. Defeated, I slumped my shoulders. Then another question occurred to me. Wait, what do I do with my dirty clothes? Laundry
Burn
hamper?
them. Oh, right.
僕が洗っ
Laundry.
ておきますよ
I'll wash them.
Absolutely fucking not. I nodded. At this, Gretel's eyes widened in surprise. He's already stripped me down and made me wear the clothes and panties of his choosing, so I had no shame left. I mean, fair, I guess. Or did I? Actually, on second thought, I'll wash them myself.
Yes, don't give in to him. Fight him every chance you can.
Literally.
Fight him.
Yes. Violence is the only answer here. God.
Yes.
I darted back into the bathroom and grabbed my dirty laundry.
今さら恥ずかしがらなくても
What's there to be
姉
so
さんの
embarrassed
下着くらい
about?
嫌に
I'm
なる
quite
ほど
used to
見ら
seeing
れ
your
てますよ
panties by now.
You might be used to it, but I'm not. I clutched my clothes to my chest.
I'll sell them on the internet. Which we're not even sure exist yet.
Do we even have a washing machine here?
外にあります
It's outside.
Oh, cool. An excuse to go outside then. No, of course. But then I realized, if I was forbidden from ever setting foot outside, then he was never gonna let me do my own laundry. Yeah.
Karate chop him in the head.
I checked my laundry into the bathtub and turned on the water. Forget the washing machine. I could just wash them by hand. Let's go.
That's fair. Girlie's taking
考えましたね
it into her own hands here.
Mm-hmm.
Smart thinking.
I chuckled smugly. Then the smile vanished from my face as I asked, "Can I have some detergent?" After I finished washing my clothes, I walked over to the window and opened the curtains. That's...
Slender Man? Nope, not Slender Man. Damn.
There was no clock in this cabin, so the only way to gauge the time of day was by looking out the window. Best I could tell, it was late at night.
Slender, come save me from this pervert. I know. I would take
Ugh.
Slender Man over this situation.
Anything, I swear. But the surrounding dense forest was already shadowy to begin with, so I could only get a vague estimate of time. Thus, I decided to ask someone who might have a better idea.
God?
Hey, what time is it?
さ
No idea.
He shrugged his shoulders. Evidently, he didn't care. Well, seeing as I'm tired, maybe it's bedtime?
Please tell me this is a 2-bedroom apartment.
It doesn't look like it.
I mean, we might have some hope. There might be a bed on the right side of the screen there.
There might be a bed in the cage. As I
Yeah, but
closed...
then she would be the one in it.
Yeah, I'm sure we can convince someone to be in it.
Slenderman may be a supernatural serial killer and stalker, but he isn't a monster like Gretel, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
As I closed the curtains, Gretel paused to think.
そうですね
Good
僕も
call.
疲れました
I'm
し
tired too.
And that was that. You.
Hey, we get to see the kitty onesie.
Yeah, but at what cost?
At what cost? We get to see this terrible man's face. I want to explain a bit of the similarities I saw between the omelet scene in the past and the first scene that we saw here.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like Gretel wants to take the position of the older sibling.
Yeah.
Because he's just like, oh, you can't do anything by yourself. You have to listen to me, blah, 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 stuff like that. And what did Reikyu do during the green omelet scene? Oh, you can't help with cooking. I'm busy. You can't help me with that.
Yeah.
So I think he's trying to play the role of the older sibling. And if I think about it in that sort of context, a lot of what he's doing makes sense, but it's still wrong.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It just
'Cause,
feels
like-
bad because he was so likable in Cinderella's route, and now he's just
He
fucking
was.
bastard.
Now he's just like, I'm a sexual predator waiting to happen.
Yeah. Like, dude just turned 18, basically. Like,
Mhm.
man. Anyways,
Anyway,
strong
I'm ready.
back silence.
Oh.
So there I was, lying in bed with my brother in a dark cabin. Gretel had his arms and legs wrapped around to me, locking me in place. Was this his way of telling me that he had no intention of ever letting me go, whether he was awake or not? Yes.
I think he just likes having plushies in the bed.
Or was he using me as a soft fuzzy pillow? Also yes.
Obviously, what Peachy said, a human dakimakura.
How did we even end up in this position, you ask? Well, the root problem was that there was only one bed in the cabin. You can sleep on
By
the fucking
design.
floor.
Yes.
Gretel? His eyes were firmly closed and his breathing was rhythmic, which suggested he was asleep. Then again, knowing this little prankster, it was possible he was simply waiting for me to lower my guard so he could go, boo!
Boo.
I kept watch over him for a while, but he showed no signs of stirring. With a sigh of
Too,
relief,
honestly.
I let my gaze wander more closely over his face. With his eyes and mouth closed, my brother actually was quite... rumble. Out of nowhere, my stomach growled loudly, breaking the silence. Quietly, I cursed myself for not eating more of Gretel's omelet while I had the chance. Sure,
Wait, he only fed her once a day 3 square meals a day, my dude. If you're having a captive situation, you got to make sure they have that meals in. You don't want them getting too weak.
Yeah. Or maybe he does. Who knows?
Oh, one of those Dakimakura covers with a Dakimakura on it. That's
yes.
really funny.
I also think the story started in the evening, but yeah, I also don't know.
That's fair. Time is an illusion.
Sure, he was a bit of a brat, but he fed me, clothed me, and kept me locked up. Yeah, and also assaulted you.
Remember that last part especially, the locking you up. That's the part that's gonna make sure that you don't fall for this bitch.
Yeah. Ultimately, I still had no idea why he imprisoned me here. All I could tell was that he had good intentions.
In his own fucked up way, yes.
As a result, I wasn't afraid of him, and I still loved him. Oh god.
So, when we talk about good intentions, we gotta think like frame of mind. He's like insane or something happened that he thinks that she is in danger.
Yeah.
So in his mind, it's good intentions on his part because something in his brain is saying, hey, my sister is in danger, but we're not sure what it is.
Who knows?
He's still going about it in the worst possible way, but...
Oh yeah, definitely. But nevertheless, these circumstances... Rumble. My stomach growled again. No amount of sentimentality would pause my bodily functions.
Shit in the bed! Get out of there.
Oh, sorry. God, that was me.
I was gonna say, that's you.
Force of habit kicked in again. Gretel shifted against me ever so slightly. Gretel, you're awake?
No. I mean, I suppose so.
Fuck off. I knew it.
I take it you're hungry, sister?
Meow, meow, meow. No idea what you're talking about.
Why are you talking like a cat?
Want me to make you something?
No, that's okay.
It wouldn't be a hassle, you know.
Hassle or not, I didn't feel right eating a midnight snack, much less asking him to make it for me. Besides, I was the one who couldn't finish my food earlier. But as I thought back to dinner time, something else occurred to me. What about you, Gretel? You didn't eat dinner at all. Aren't you hungry?
I had a bunch of candy. I mean, oh, don't worry. I'm not a total glutton like you are.
Kitty, punch.
In the nuts.
Okay, maybe
Yes.
everything's alright. We gotta see him in pain.
Yes, let's go. Fucking get wasted.
Get fucked.
Get fucked, man.
This time I hit him with the
yes.
solar plexus, a point blank rage, as you
Let's
should.
go.
Let's
As
go.
you said, destroy his plexus. Let's go. Cough up blood, you bitch. Ugh.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Don't
Not-
apologize. He deserves that.
He glared back at me, tears welling in his eyes.
Sister.
Ow, 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 ow. As revenge, he clamped down on me like a vice until I smacked his leg to tap out. Can't wheeze. Once he loosened his grip, I immediately gasped for breath. Do you think maybe you could go easy on me from now on?
What are you talking about? I'm already quite lenient with you in my opinion.
I mean, your idea of lenient is rather...
Rather what? If you don't want me to coddle you, then so be it. I'll be much stricter with you from now on.
No, I said, wither, weather, feather, forever.
You're not even trying anymore, are you? Well, whatever. Forever sounds nice. Yes, I'll never let go of you, sister.
Just piss on him.
Yes.
When will I be free? It was a total nonsense conversation. Evidently, Gretel was of the same opinion, because when our eyes met, we both burst out laughing. Dots. Times like these, I felt like nothing had changed between us at all. He's,
Punch him in the solar plexus again.
yeah, with more oomph. Kill him. I need to punish him. That turns into Iris Heart. Oh boy.
Wait, Peachy could turn into Iris Heart?
Oh, so Plutia. Got it. Peachy's Plutia, secret identity revealed.
Explains the big sleepy.
Yes. Everything makes sense now. Anyways. Come and get some, bitch boy. Punches him into the sun.
Peachy as Pluty makes too much sense, to be honest.
Yeah. Ah, yes, the EP, the love of plushies, is checking out. It is. Also, Orpal. She's like your favorite shade of Orpal, Peachy. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked.
Well, of course, like the plot, like we were talking about when we were on break. The plot, we're interested to see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
We don't like where it's at.
Yeah.
So it's like we have to get through this to see where it's going, but
But for now, it's not comfy.
and we don't have a lot of choices. So it's like we're just sitting here. Yeah, exactly. Because some of the lines are kind of cute. Just if it wasn't Gretel, if it wasn't her brother kidnapper.
Yeah. Like nothing had changed. Biting back a sigh, I nuzzled myself into his chest. No, don't do that.
No.
Then I closed my eyes and plummeted into the darkness.
Wizard shows up. Oh, you made a wrong turn. Better go back.
How did the rest of the world view our brother-sister connection? Not great. We're not liking it here.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was fine before the kidnapping, is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Now it's just kind of weird.
姉さん、遅れますよ。
We're gonna be late, sister.
Hold on a minute. I'm almost done. One fine morning, Gretel was breathing down my neck while I was boxing up our lunches. There, done. A perfect lunch if I say so myself. Here you go. I handed one of the lunch boxes to Gretel.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
Then he looked at the other three sitting on the table. Oh, who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Oh.
いつも大変ですね。
Must take a lot of hard work to make all of these.
Oh, they're just other lunches, I guess, for others. No other
I mean, same time. I mean, the thing is, we've gone through multiple stories with Reikyu now. We can actually start piecing together like common traits and behaviors,
people. Yeah.
which is nice.
I'm not fond of the CG so far either. Something about the framing makes it feel as creepy as the story itself. You don't know, but maybe your interpretation is too tainted by the narrative to look at the CGs in a vacuum. One of the CGs is blatantly the assault scene earlier, so
Yeah.
you know.
And then the other one is them cuddling in bed after said assault scene. So it's like,
Yeah.
I think even without the context, they would still be a bit creepy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
As if you don't work hard yourself.
だって、
Trust me, I don't. I'm perfect.
His lips curled in a playful smirk. But I knew the truth. I knew he had packed my book bag for me.
途中まで持ってあげますよ。
I'll carry them for you part of the way.
And he always offered to carry my things. Aw, thank you. Giddy, I nuzzled myself against his arm. Hehe.
お弁当落としますよ。
You're gonna make me drop them.
No, don't.
Whoops.
Together, the two of us walked to school. Our town was a relatively famous tourist trap, rich in natural beauty, like the forest and the lake. Near the lake was a large cluster of summer homes. Main Street was the classy part of town, home to a lot of historical buildings and museums. Not to mention souvenir shops and cafes targeting the tourists. That said, it was still a rural town, so it lacked the many attractions and modern conveniences of a more urban city. But as long as I had Gretel, I didn't need anything more. Oh yeah, so how's school? The question came to mind on a whim, so I voiced it.
I don't know. It is what it is.
What does that mean?
Boring. Well, things are uneventful. No issues of particular note. What about you, sister?
Me? Oh, you mean college? Oh boy.
Well. Oh, we have a choice, and it's in the past. Cool. I would think Reiki would say it's fun.
Yeah.
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 But I think the right answer is it is what it is. But we'll say it's fun.
Yeah, I already clicked it, so.
Yep, exactly.
It's fun.
Not what I was expecting an airhead like you to have any troubles.
Rolling his eyes, he shook his head. Rude. I have worries of my own, you know.
Such as?
I paused for a moment, then answered. Trying to figure out what my worries are.
That doesn't count. Look, there's nothing wrong with having zero problems. Absurdly inhuman, yes, but not out of character for you.
Which is a Mary Sue. Oh no.
I mean, they're both perfect children from the perfect family, living the perfect life in a kind of quirky cafe, so.
Yeah. I'm not sure I like the way you put that.
It's not your imagination playing tricks on you. I am implying you're a freak of nature.
Implying? You just said it flat out.
Well, at first he was implying it, then he had to spell it out.
Yeah. As we approached Gretel's community college, the streets grew more populated with other students. Additionally, those students seemed to be sneaking furtive glances at us. Sure.
Yep, furtive.
That's a word.
I don't know what it means, but it's definitely a word.
Yep. I was sure Peachy will tell us here momentarily.
Yes, Peachy, analysis.
No, not...
What the fuck are they saying?
No, not seemed to be. They definitely were. But this happened every time, so I was used to it.
You always draw so much attention to yourself.
Because I'm so beautiful, you mean? I'd meant it as a joke, but Gretel fixed me with an icy stare. Then he let out a huge, exaggerated yawn.
There you go. Obviously they're gonna stare. Obviously they're going to stare. They can tell you don't go to our school.
I don't really mind it personally. What about you?
Who? Me? Well...
But just then...
Who was that?
I don't
Are you
know.
playing this out?
Yeah. My brain is telling me Natsuki Hanae, which would be Wolf. But I could
It might be
wrong.
Wolf, honestly. Let's see. You want me to do Wolf?
Sure.
Oh no, Gretel and Wolf in the same scene? Uh-oh. Sup, guys?
Well, a loud voice called out to us from behind. Yeah!
It is Wolf.
I recognize Natsuki
Whoa.
Hanae. I'm so normal about it.
Dude, he got drip.
Yeah, I love that jacket. I need it, actually. Thank you.
I actually do need that jacket. What the fuck? he traded his cloak for a wolf hoodie. I love it.
Let's go.
Damn, the biggest glow up from episode 1 to episode 2, Wolf, let's go. And all he did was get an actual outfit.
Yep, Wolf had to glow up. Gretel had to downgrade.
Well, you know,
The trade-off.
the trade-off.
Good luck with reading both of them.
I know, it's gonna be rough. Get ready for a lot of voices that sound the same.
After to find a guy wearing thick, black-rimmed glasses, a wolf-eared hoodie, and a big, toothy grin. Not to diss his style or anything, because he was rocking it. But where on earth did he get that weird hoodie? Yeah, I want one.
Ask him right now, I need to know.
Yes, we need a copy. Good morning, Wolf.
Morning, Arasu! And Gretel, I guess.
Fair.
なんで僕がおまけみたいな
Did
扱
you
いなん
just
ですか
refer to me like an afterthought?
Yes, as you deserve.
Yes.
Of course not! You're overthinking things, Grumpy!
He clapped Gretel on the back. In contrast to Wolf's high spirits, however, Gretel didn't even try to hide his displeasure.
その呼び方はやめてください
How many times do I have to ask you to not call me that?
別にいいじゃねえか。
Come on! What do you care? Nicknames are how I show affection.
何が
What's there to complain about?
ダサい安直すぎる
Not only is it cringy, it's also incredibly lazy.
なんだと
How dare you!
For the record, despite his boyish demeanor, Wolf was actually in college with me.
Let's go.
Consequently, he tried to treat Gretel like a little brother, but watching their antics, one would think they were peers. That's grumpy Gretel. It had alliterative appeal, and it was accurate.
今失礼なこと
You're
考
making
えま
fun
せ
of
ん
me
で
in
し
your
た
head, aren't you?
As siblings do.
Yeah.
What? I flinched as he rounded on me next.
大体なんで狼さんがここにい
What
る
are
んです
you
か
even doing here,
あな
Wolf?
たの家から
You
学
don't
校
need to
までの
take
経
this
路
street to get to
ここは
from your
存在
house
し
to
な
the
いはずです
college.
けど
えアリスか
Huh?
ら聞いたら
Well,
毎朝
oh,
遠
well,
回りして
Arasu told me she takes a long way around so she can walk you to school every
邪魔
day.
してやろうと
So I
思って
thought I'd join.
へえそうですか
Oh, really?
うん
How very interesting.
He turned and glared at me with a look that said, "Don't give this idiot information he doesn't need." His friend is friend-shaped, though.
He is friend-shaped. Even more friend than he was in the previous one. He was very friend-shaped in the last one.
Yeah.
He was like best wingman, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he was like the best bro last episode. Not only did he help Reikyu get with Red, but he also helped Red, you know,
Get his
because
life
he was his
together.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he was the best bro at all that, all around. Like,
Yep.
I'm Team Wolf, baby. Let's
Yeah.
go. Until we get to the side story, and it turned out that he's like a serial killer or something.
No. Don't jinx it.
I hope I didn't.
You better not have. I averted my gaze and he sighed.
ここ
I
まで
think this is far enough.
And with that, he stopped short and started to divvy up our belongings. Wait, what? But we're not at your school yet.
何が悲しくて姉と
Why,
その
pray
友人と
tell,
一
should I
緒
be
に
forced to
同
walk
行
to
しな
school
くちゃ
with
な
my
らないんで
sister
すか
and her idiotic
Possessive.
friend? Humiliating.
Wow, Gretel, what the
お
fuck?
弁当です
Now here's your lunch.
あサンキュー
Oh, thanks a million.
Wolf enthusiastically held out both hands. With a cold, scornful glare, Gretel dropped the lunchbox on the ground. Wow.
俺のお弁当
Ah! My lunch!
すみません先輩つい
Oh
手が
no.
滑ってしまって
I'm so sorry. My hand slipped.
Playing the role of a clumsy younger student, he donned a guilty expression.
嘘だ
You liar! You did that on purpose, didn't you?
嫌だなそんなこと先輩にするわけないじゃ
Sorry,
な
I
い
gotta
です
keep
か
switching between them.
Yeah.
Don't be silly. I would never do that to you. Shit-eating grin and all. Great.
Oh. Gretel
I
smiled.
almost started to read it. I was
Yeah.
like,
Gretel smiled affably and patted Wolf on the back. It was very condescending. Not that I had any right to criticize him myself.
はい姉さん
Here you are, sister.
Thanks. For a second there, I was worried he dropped my tune, but evidently not. He handed me my things, then turned and started walking.
それじゃあ行ってきまーす
Alright. See you after school.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you in the usual spot. I waved after him. Even after he stepped into the crowd of other students, I never lost sight of him. Not once. Then I realized Wolf was looking at me. When I tilted my head at him inquiringly, he smiled stiffly.
そんなにあいつが心配
Are you really that protective of him?
Yeah,
過保護っすね
Dude, you're like a helicopter mom.
no boy. Is that a bad thing?
ダメだね
Well, not necessarily,
もう
but
ち
you
ょっと
might want to
気
think
遣った
about
方
his
がいいん
needs
じ
a
ゃ
little
ねえ
more.
かな
oh, I agree, Peachy.
I fell silent for a moment, then asked, You don't think I'm considerate enough?
まあちょっと
Well, it's
同
just.
じ学校な
I
ら
mean,
と
if
もか
you
く
both went to the same school, that'd be one thing. But.
So I should stop walking him to school for a while? Wolf heard my voice deflate and hastily changed tack.
あいやごめん肝心なの
Okay,
は
sorry.
俺や周りの
Look,
意
it
見じゃ
doesn't
なく
really
て
matter what
姉
anyone
ちゃん
else
がどう
thinks,
思っ
me
てるかだか
included.
らさ
What matters
今
is
度
how
本
Grumpy
人に直
feels.
接聞いて
I
みたら
just
どう
think
か
you
なっ
should
て
try
思った
asking
わけ
him
ですよ
sometime.
Let's go.
So, what you're saying is that this entire situation could have been avoided with a fucking conversation?
Wild.
Wild!
Right. I didn't want to inconvenience him after all. I smiled slightly. Maybe you should avoid walking to school with me too. They might spread rumors.
どんとこいっす
Bring it on,
大
man.
歓迎
I welcome the rumor shenanigans.
Of course he would.
Frickin' wolf.
Aw, thanks, Wolf.
どういたしまして
No problemo.
He was always a good friend to me.
I know, he's just a bestest boy.
By the way,
おなんすか
Hmm? What's up?
まさかよう
Wait,
やく俺
could
の
it
魅力
be?
に気
Have
づ
you
いたん
finally
か
noticed what massive hotness I have?
And there he goes.
not quite, buddy. We're not on your route.
Not yet.
Oh, I've noticed
The-
something all right.
That'll probably be after Alice's route, honestly.
I mean, we have the whole heads and tails to work through, so who knows? Anyways. I glanced around. I felt like the people around us were snickering at us. Or rather, at Wolf specifically.
なになになんすか
Well, what is it? What's the deal?
He didn't seem to have noticed, however, so I gestured over his shoulder.
背中
My back?
Kick me. Yep.
He reached
Kick me
behind him
sign.
and retrieved a piece of paper that had been taped there.
なんだこれ注意
Oh.
僕はバカでスケベな
The heck is this? Warning!
女の子は食
I'm
べ
a
ちゃう
stupid, horny wolf who preys on all the girls? Ah, woo! God damn it! That little bastard!
He is a little bastard, though.
Mm-hmm. Wolf turned to run after Gretel, but it was too late. He was already safely inside the school building. My little brother was a force to be reckoned with. When had he found the time to write that? And where did he get the tape?
Big fat cat tats. Oh, what?
I don't know, man. Though I do want to ask, since it's way later for you, do you want to stop here or wait until we're back to the morning of the other present?
Let's keep going. I'm good for now, and I don't have to. And I can sleep in tomorrow.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Later that evening, as soon as I finished my classes for that day, I headed straight to Gretel's school. By now, classes had already ended for the day. We could spot students on the streets headed home. Arriving at the school gates, I walked over to a nearby pillar and leaned against it. I could hear the shouts of the sports teams and faint music from the brass band. Gretel was in his last year of community college, so he wasn't a part of any club. Thus, I could reliably expect him to leave campus relatively early. As the students passed through the gates, they all stared at the weird girl hanging around their school. That said, I was already on familiar terms with a lot of them, so I just smiled and waved. This was just another part of my daily routine. But that day, Gretel didn't turn up at his usual time.
Yes.
He was really late. I glanced over at the school entrance again and again, but all the clubless students had already left by now, so the doors weren't opening. One of the boys' sports teams waved at me as they jogged laps around campus. I shot them a supportive thumbs up. Minutes passed. 10, 20, 30. Then, as I started to contemplate what to make for dinner, a girl walked out through the gates, raised her hand to me in greeting, then hurried off. Do I know her? I waved back at her to be polite, but I didn't recognize her face. Puzzled, I tilted my head, but just then, a voice called out to me from behind.
お待たせしました。姉さん。
Sorry for the wait, sister.
Instantly, my face brightened up at the familiar voice, but I restrained myself to a small smile as I turned back, my skirt fluttering with emotion. Hi, Gretel. Don't worry, I wasn't waiting long.
Yes, you were.
I looked up at him, batting my lashes like a magazine model as he replied with the most cliché stock answer known to mankind.
そんなどうでもいい嘘つかないでいいですよ。
Spare me the BS, would you? Let's just get going.
And he blew me off completely. Hey, wait. Why is he being so salty with me?
The sugar guy is being salty? Whoa.
That reminds me, Wolf was really upset about what you did this morning. He was like, he ruined my hot guy rap dude. I'll never forgive him for this. I did my best Wolf impression.
Pretty good.
下のセリフですね。あの人らしい
Spoken like a sore
と
loser.
いうか、
How very
別
fitting
に
if
間
you
違っ
ask
たこ
me.
とは書いて
I
ない
only
と
wrote
思い
the
ますけど。
facts.
I thought back to the contents of his message.
注意、僕はバカでスケベな狼です。女の子は食べ
Warning!
ちゃうぞ。
I'm a stupid, horny wolf that preys on all the girls. Woo!
I mean, yeah, he is pretty horny.
ほら。
See?
I was trying to stand up for him, but instead I ended up validating Gretel's insults. I could practically hear him shrieking, "Dude, you're such a jerk." Sorry, Wolf.
いいんですよ。あれくらい。
Trust me, it's the least he deserves.
If his attitude towards me was salty, then his attitude toward Wolf was rock salty. As my heart quietly went out to Wolf, my eyes met Gretel's. Then he came to a stop, so I followed suit. What's up? The setting sun illuminated his face, softening his expression. He seemed to have something on his mind. After a pause, he opened his mouth to speak.
姉さんのバ
I hate you, you ditzy dumbass!
What? I was caught completely off guard. The look on his face was so serious, I never would have imagined he was about to insult me.
すっきりした。
Now I feel better.
He smiled as though a weight had been lifted from his shoulders, but I was still at a loss. Dude, you're such a jerk. Get this man some therapy.
Yeah, please.
Not funny, Gretel. On our way home, I tried to find out what it was that inspired him to call me a ditzy dumbass, but he stubbornly refused to tell me. Nande. So weird that it's mirrored.
I know. I was like, wait a minute. I know this place. Why does it seem off?
We're home. Upon arriving home, I went straight to the kitchen and pulled on my apron. Inhale. Exhale. Closing my eyes, I took a deep breath. Rah! Then opened my eyes as I slammed the rock salt as hard as I could. Phew.
Oh, she's trying to grind it.
Mm-hmm. The pink crystal broke into small pieces. From there, I would grind it into a powder with a hammer. Yes, I was using rock salt as an ingredient in tonight's dinner. What was that all about anyway? I wasn't the kind of girl who got off on insults. Instead, I dug through the day's events to investigate the cause. As I recalled, we'd been discussing Wolf right beforehand. Could that have anything to do with it? And if so, was it purely because Gretel despised Wolf from the bottom of his heart? Or maybe he's totally jealous of him.
何ニヤニヤしてるんですか?
What are you smirking about?
Ah! Just then, the sudden voice behind me made me slam the rock salt in surprise.
Into him.
Jesus! Be careful with the hammer, please! You'll hurt yourself.
Or maybe you could stop sneaking up on me like that.
姉さんもお願いですから。
Okay,
ハンマー
okay,
下ろしてく
please
だ
just
さい。
put down the hammer, alright?
Recoiling, Gretel indicated the hammer I was holding aloft. No, right.
Bring it down on his head right now.
Yes, please. Sorry. I snapped back to my senses and put the hammer on the counter. So, were you supposed to be studying?
そのつもりでしたが、なんとなく姉さんの様子を伺いに来ました。
I was going to. Then I randomly decided to come check on you instead.
Randomly, huh?
Randomly.
Oh, you randomly decided? Just randomly? This is some Sixth Sense crap. Did you hear what I was saying?
もちろん聞いていましたよ。嫉妬って言ってましたね。
Of course I did. You said he's totally jealous of him, correct?
What? No, I said, I've got lint in my belly button.
You're really bad at
汚い
this.
言葉を使わないでください。
Disgusting! Keep your vulgarities to yourself.
Ouch. With a glare, he karate chopped me on the head.
Oh, that's where she learned it from.
Sorry, it just slipped out. As I clutched my head, Gretel put his hands on his hips and shook his head.
まったく。姉さんも女性だと
Good
いう自
grief.
覚を持っ
I
てくだ
wish
さ
you
い。
wouldn't forget the fact that you're a lady.
It just lint in a belly button, dude. Get over it.
Yeah. It happens. You rinse it out. It's fine.
Huh?
Put some soap in there. You're fine.
Yep. At this, Gretel's expression shifted to an unspoken, oh crap.
Yeah, that looked like his oh crap face to me. So
So, I pounced. Sorry, I missed it. Could you repeat that?
なんでですか?
Why should I?
Because I didn't hear you the first time.
何ニヤニヤしてるんですか? キモいです。
With that little smirk? You're being a creep.
Yep, I'm a creep. Now come on. Mo ichido. As I pestered him, Gretel finally snapped.
あもう。
Oh, for God's sake! What I said is you're technically a woman, so act like it!
Don't act like a man. Oh, I see. I get it now. Yeah, I'm a girl. I'm a girl, you know. A girl like me ought to think before she speaks. He didn't acknowledge my gender at all, so it tickled me. In contrast to my amusement, however, Gretel looked furious.
その岩塩。今日の
That
料理
rock
で使う
salt.
予定です
Is
か?
that an ingredient in tonight's dinner?
Nope, it's the whole meal. Deal with it.
damn.
He was clearly trying to change the subject. Don't worry, little bro. I'll take the bait for you. Yeah, it is.
僕も使います。いいですよね。
I'd like to use some too. You don't mind, do you?
Not at all. What are you making this time?
ソルトアイスでも作ろう
I
か
was thinking of making rock salt ice cream.
Oh, let's go.
But it's winter, so?
Yeah.
暖かい部屋の中で食べるので
So?
構いません。
I'll be eating it in my
冬の
room.
アイスこそ
Ice cream in winter is
至
the
高の贅沢
ultimate
です。
luxury. But I won't
別
ask
に
you to
良さを分か
understand.
ってくれなんて
After
言いま
all,
せんよ。
I'm the one who will be
全
eating
部
it.
僕の胃の中に収め
I want some too. I raised my hand eagerly.
ストレスが溜まった時は甘いものに限
You
りますから
see?
ね。
Sweets are the perfect stress reliever.
Huh? I didn't know you ever got stressed out.
All the time. Why do you
さすが
think
に
he
殴り
eats all
ま
the
すよ。
sweets?
Keep pushing me, and I'm gonna punch you.
He balled
Whoa.
his hand into a fist. But I'm a girl. I raised both hands in surrender. Then, out of nowhere, his expression turned deadly serious. My heart skipped a beat.
姉さん、僕がなんで姉
Sister,
さんにバカって言
Would
っ
you
たの
like
か
me to explain to you why I
Yes,
called
yes,
you a
sure.
dumbass?
Yes.
Please.
Huh? Yeah, sure.
それは
Well, you see...
バカ面してるからだ
Oh,
ろ。
Huntsman, hello. Maybe
Huntsman?
I like him a normal amount. Anyways. I'm just calling it like he sees it. Yoshi.
Ryoshi's here.
Ooh, I like his fit.
We were just talking about Huntsman. Oh my god, he looks amazing.
Yes. He's also an older brother in this one. Interesting. Oh, thank goodness, another entity. So true. Just then, who should cut into the conversation but my lollipop-loving older brother? Here's the lunchbox back. He's at the now empty lunchbox on top of my head. I grabbed it and looked up at him. What are you doing here?
なんでっ
It's my house
て
too.
俺
you
の
know.
家だからだろ。
That's a good reason.
That is a good reason.
I mean, yeah, but you never come over. Supposedly, our house was too far from his workplace, so Roshi rented his own place to save on commute time. Valid.
That's fair. Like,
たまには帰ってやれって。両親にも
Spooky.
bark, wolf, bark.
Oh dear.
Trust me, as soon as he popped up, I was almost there too. I was like, really what got me was the necklace.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, damn, that added so much to his outfit.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mom and Dad asked me to stop by every now and then to check on you two. There's nothing to check. We're fine.
お前はな。
Speak for yourself. I'm legally obligated to climb him like a tree. Oh dear.
Oh, Peachy's great.
He smacked me over the head. Okay. Then he pulled the lollipop out of his mouth and looked at Gretel, who had yet to say a word.
Well, at least he kicked the cigarette habit.
Yeah.
Well, welcome home, Mr. Hunter.
Gretel never acknowledged... Blah, 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 blah. Gretel never addressed my brother by name, only his title. That's nice.
ああ。学校の方はどうなんだ
Thanks. How's school?
順調ですよ。
Going
特に
well.
問題はあり
No
ません。
issues at present.
I was talking about your school life, not your mission.
そうみたいだな。
To him, the school life is the mission.
So it seems. Dots. End of conversation. Hastily, I cut in to break up the awkward tension. Yoshi, why don't you spend the night tonight? We can have whatever you want for dinner.
何がいいって
What are you talking
もう決まっ
about?
てんだ
Just
ろ
make sure you're already
別にそ
blah
れ
blah
でいい
blah. Just make whatever you're planning to make.
僕、勉強があるので
I'll be going now.
失礼します。
Got some studying to do.
Okay, bye. And with that, Gretel left the room, as though he couldn't bear to stay there a single moment longer. Hey, wait!
おい
Hold it. Before I could chase after him, however, Yoshi stopped me.
Good.
What?
随分と
I
仲
could
良
see
くや
you
って
two
る
are
みたい
getting
だな
along. But you shouldn't
あま
let
り
your
気
guard
を
down
許しすぎ
completely.
ないように
Yeah!
Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
a freak.
Excuse me? I responded in a flat, icy voice. Oh, that's not the way I read it. He was talking about Gretel as if he was some dangerous criminal.
Yes.
Yoshi narrowed his eyes and pointed his lollipop in my face.
両親とお前はあいつ
You,
を信
Mom,
用してる
and
が
Dad all seem to trust
俺は
him,
基本
but I
的にあ
don't.
いつを信用してい
Wait,
ない
is Gretel adopted?
Maybe.
あいつは
He's not
I mean,
your
not that it
real
makes-
little
本当の兄
brother,
弟じゃ
got
ない
it?
んだ
Okay.
から
He is adopted. Let's
Okay,
go.
that makes it a little
I mean, it
better.
doesn't-
It's not okay,
a
but
little
a little
better. Not great, but a little better, you know?
Mm-hmm. A little better as a treat. Later, at dinner. Normally, Gretel and I would be having a fun time eating and chatting right about now, but tonight was different. Very different, even. It was quiet. Unnaturally quiet. The slightest clink of the silverware grated on me. Both of them ate my tomato simmered chicken, rock salt soup, and rock salt salad in total silence. Rock salt salad?
Yeah, that's I mean, I guess you can garnish a salad with salt. I'm not sure why you would. I guess it would bring out some of the flavor, but
But I'm not sure I would call it like a salt salad, though.
yeah, I wouldn't call it a salt salad. Yeah, exactly, Spooky.
And I need
We're
to
on the
look it
same
up and
page
see if
here.
it's a thing. Rock salt salad.
Like, if it's like it has a bunch of like very watery vegetables as part of the salad, I could see it working, but
Yeah, it just came up with like salads that happen to have salt. Not, I don't know, man.
I mean, I know there's like ones that use like Himalayan salt, which I've never really understood the difference between Himalayan salt and other salts.
Pink. Final answer.
Anyway, I'm just gonna assume it's like a Goron Legend of Zelda dish, and we'll call it that.
Okay. So, how's the food? Unable to take the awkwardness any longer, I spoke in my most cheerful voice. Silence. I tried to play mediator, but my attempt went completely ignored. If only Wolf were here. With his aggressive optimism, surely the two of us could get the ball rolling. But alas, if I can't count on my teammates, then I'll just have to score a goal myself. Clearly, my mistake was that I have framed it as an open question. This time, I decided I would tailor my questions to each person. If that didn't work, well, I'd probably be devastated, honestly. How are things going, Roshi?
どうって
What do you
何
mean,
が
how
どう
are
なん
things
だよ
going? You know what I mean. What's new with you? Your health, your job, your love life, anything.
体調は万全だし
I
仕
have
事
a
もまあ
perfect
特
bill
に
of health. My job is
女性
nothing
関係も不
special,
自由
and
は
as
し
for
てい
my
ない
love life, I can't complain. Fair enough.
I mean, you'd have to be careful about getting the ball rolling with Wolfie. He might start chasing it. So true, Spooky.
Her thought process is like Eurotastic as preparing under a social situation. I mean, I don't know. She's very autistic coded, so.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Now I just need to keep the conversation going. That reminds me, you're always making girls cry, aren't you? Why, just the other day we had some haughty ladies storm in and demand to see you, right, Gretel? The new topic of conversation, my brother's womanizing ways.
Let's go.
Surely we could find some common ground to have a fun moment together.
僕は記憶にないです
I don't remember that.
Gretel stared blankly back. You don't? I looked at Roshi. He glared back with a look that said, "Keep your mouth shut." Sorry, guess you weren't there. My plan had completely backfired. Instead of softening the tension, I added to it. I think this is what they call a cell phone. But I'm not giving up yet. Gretel, are you still planning to make rock salt ice cream after this? Can I help? I love how all the halfway decent autistic representation in fiction, with a few notable exceptions, are just characters written to be quirky. I mean...
They're not autistic, they're quirky. What do you mean?
This time, I addressed Gretel.
すみません。そのことです
About
が
that.
今日は
Sorry,
勉強を
but
優
I
先
think I
する
should
ことにし
focus on
ま
my
す。
studies tonight.
In an instant, my one ray of hope was snuffed out. No. I groaned sadly. At this, Gretel stopped eating and frowned at me, conflicted. Now this was an unusual reaction.
別に一緒に作
Just
れば
make
いい
it
じゃ
with
ねえ
her,
か。
would you? Then Ryoshi spoke, and Gretel's expression closed off altogether.
勉強があるので。
I have to study.
His voice was cold and hard.
ごちそうさま。
May I please be excused?
No. He rose from his seat. I'll wash your plate for you, okay?
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
And so, after rinsing his dirty dishes, he left the room. Dots. Once the door had closed behind him, I hissed at Ryoshi. This is all your fault!
なんでだよ。
Oh.
What did I do? Exist. He scowled at me in annoyance. Your attitude makes Gretel feel uncomfortable.
逆だろ。
You got it
あい
backwards,
つが俺
kid.
を嫌ってるん
He
だよ。
hates me.
てか、
I mean,
別
we're
に
not
喧
even
嘩してるわけじゃねえん
fighting.
だか
We're
ら。
reading too much into
お前
it.
があれこれ気を回すことねえだろ。
Then be nicer to him.
したさ。
I
け
have
ど、
been.
これば
There's
か
just
りど
nothing
うに
more I
も
can
なら
do
ない
at
って
this
ことだ。
stage.
That's fair. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like Huntsman was like actively antagonizing Gretel. It's just Gretel's like, fucking hate this guy.
Yeah. He rose
Like,
to his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
だいたい
Lest you
俺
forget,
がこの家
I
に
got
い
my
ない
own
のも
place as a courtesy to
あいつの
him,
ためだろ。
remember? Ah, the real reason.
Yeah, the real reason.
And with that, he walked out. Hmm.
Oh, 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 oh.
Alone, I ate the rest of my soup in silence. Sad.
Yeah, I think Gretel just has a chip
No,
on his
no.
shoulder because like obviously if he's adopted,
Mm-hmm.
then most of the time adopted characters in this type of stance have been abandoned by their parents. They're seen as the outcast. They overly attach themselves to the one character that shows them compassion and kindness, aka us.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like that in the first chapter, Peachy, because this is the same cafe
Just mirrored.
pictures that they used for Cinderella's route.
Just mirrored.
Yep, just mirrored. That's it. Which is really funny when you think about
Mm-hmm.
the concept of the game. No wonder Alice's door was ripped off the hinges. Let's go.
Hmm.
Oh, right, that's me.
Yep, you're Gretel.
Come in.
With his blessing, I opened the door and entered Gretel's room. All the while, I kept my surprise hidden behind my back. Gretel, how's studying going? Making any progress? He didn't look up from his desk.
それなりに。
Yeah, I guess.
Am I interrupting? I can come back later if you want.
邪魔じゃないです。
You're not. It's fine.
And then finally, he turned to look at me.
甘い匂い。
I smell sugar.
Cat's out of the bag, huh?
バレバレですよ。
You
僕は
can't
甘い
keep
もの
it
には
from
目
me.
がないんです
I。have a sixth sense for sweets.
As I fidgeted with excitement, he beckoned to me. He really looks
Yes.
Happily, I hurried over and showed him what I was hiding. Ta-da! I made you some rock salt cookies.
僕のために作ってくれ
You
たん
made
ですか
them? For me?
Well, we were going to make rock salt ice cream, but then you ran off back here to study. So, since you're being such a hard worker, I thought I'd reward you with a treat. A sweet scent filled the room as I opened the jar of cookies. She put them in a jar? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
I guess. I felt around for one that was still warm. then pulled it out and held it up to his mouth. Say, ah.
Ah.
He hesitated for a moment, but ultimately caved to the bewitching power of sweets. I pushed the cookie into his mouth, and he started to chew slowly. Once I saw him swallow, I asked, "Was it good?"
30点
30 points. Out of 10 million.
Well, that's better than a 0. Not by much, but oh well. I know putting finishing salt on everything except especially chocolate chips, cookies are far from weird, but does Reiki have to call everything rock salt? Yes.
Oh no, you can put salt in the cookie dough also.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
that's a treat.
Well, it actually enhances the sugar.
Yeah.
Because like you have the two conflicting taste buds. They activate each other. It's weird. But it's like when you take a pinch of salt and you put it in your mouth before you eat something sweet, it'll actually make the sweet thing sweeter.
Contrast. I don't know. Anyway.
If there were salted caramel cookies, I'd be down. But yeah, exactly. Finishing salt is a thing though.
サクサ
Which
ク
is
感
pretty
が足り
cool.
ないクッキーっていうのは食べた
They're hard as a
サクリと
rock.
軽やかな音
No
が
real
耳に
crunch
響く
though.
ものですが
When you bite into a
これは
cookie,
そこ
you're
までに
supposed to
至ら
hear
ない
it crumble. These don't have that.
You see, this is why they're called rock salt cookies. Because they're like
Because they're
rock.
hard as a
噛んだ
rock.
瞬間が粉っぽい混ぜ方が決
Also,
定
they're
的に足り
powdery
ない
in the
んです
middle,
よ
which means the dough
切る
is
ように混ぜる
extremely
のは途中
undermixed.
まで
The key to
あ
mixing
と
a
は混ぜ
neat
める
and
ことが
uniform cookie
均
dough
一な生地を
is to
作る
start
ポ
by
イントなん
folding
で
it,
す
then kneading it.
When did I ask Gretel?
姉さんが作ったということで基準を
Mind you,
激甘にし
I'm
てい
cutting you a
ます
lot of slack here
がい
since
か
you're
に
my
も宗
sister.
城が作った
These
手
are
作り
almost
クッキー
amateur
って感
cookies.
じで
These
す
are the
よ
most amateur cookies I've ever eaten.
Guess who's never being made cookies forever again? Jeez.
Yeah, damn. That's how you don't get cookies made for you ever again.
And so Gretel went on a long, long rant. He was dead serious too. He was making eye contact the entire time.
Prolonged eye
僕以外なら
contact.
60点ってところでしょうね
By the average person's standards, I'd say they're worth 60 points.
This point promotion almost got me excited, but then I realized it wasn't much of an improvement.
Mm-mm.
I'll take your feedback into consideration for next time.
別に精進しなくてもいいですよ
There doesn't have to be a next time.
You're right, I'm not cooking for you ever again, Gretel.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Huh? Why not? I was expecting him to say, please do, so this caught me off guard.
なんでって
Because,
それは
well,
His voice faltered. Thus, as I stared at him in confusion, he suddenly snatched the jar of cookies out of my hands. Hey,
ちなみにこれって
by
あ
the
の人
way,
にもあげ
did
た
you
んです
give
か
him any of these?
are you seriously being jealous of your adoptive older brother?
Like, what the fuck, dude?
Him who?
Well, now we know why he wears green. Eh?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
He didn't respond, which meant he was probably talking about Roshi. No, silly. I made these specifically for you.
そう
Don't
ですか
coddle him. Tell him he's being a jealous little bitch and then karate chop him in the head.
I see.
Smiling to himself slightly, he pulled out another cookie and shoved it into his mouth. Evidently, he was planning to eat them, despite their poor quality.
Sugar is sugar.
Each romanceable being is representative of the 7 deadly. Actually, wait, that might make sense. I don't know if there's 7 of them, though. I have to... There might be. Because I think
Let's
there's only
see. So
3
we have
episodes.
Cinderella Red. Cinderella was obviously...
There's
you
3
wanna say
episodes,
Pride?
each with 2
Or,
dateable
like,
boys,
Gluttony?
and then the last one with Alice. So yeah, there's 7.
Alright, so... Let's see. I would say Cinderella is like
Greed, probably, because of the money
greed,
situation.
gluttony. I guess gluttony wouldn't fit. Well, greed is like you're trying to amass money. He doesn't have money.
Alice's wrath.
wrath. Makes sense.
Cinderella
let's
could
see,
also maybe
Cinderella.
be pride.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I think pride before the fall,
Mm-hmm.
because like he lost everything.
Yeah.
Red. Is there like one for like guilting? One second, I gotta figure out
I
what the
don't
7
think
deadly
so.
sins actually are.
There's lust, pride, envy,
Let's see.
wrath. I don't remember which ones I've already said.
I would say lust. I mean, he gets there, but
It would be the closest out of the rest of them, but I wouldn't say it's a good fit, you know?
yeah, Gretel is strong in the envy category right now.
I guess sloth. That wouldn't apply to red either, though.
No, like he put a lot of work into that long con. It just didn't go the way that he wanted.
Sloth could apply to snow.
Yeah, I could see that because he's just like tired all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Which would probably put Kaguya in the greed or lust? Or gluttony?
Oh, maybe lust for Kaguya, actually.
Maybe.
Because
yeah, that would
I know
make
he's a
sense.
yandere, so...
That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I still think Gretel here is strong in the envy category.
Yeah, firmly in the envy category.
And then we'll figure out the rest of them later. But
Yeah, this
think
is
we have a
definitely a
good
fun thing
list
to
for
like
now.
revisit like at the end
Yeah.
after like going all throughout, because everyone's gonna be different each time, like Gretel.
yeah.
So
I think we made some strong cases for the ones that we do know about though. So
yeah. Anyways, I did read that actually. Man.
I love that Spooky got 6 of them. It's just like, and the 7th one. And
Yeah.
it's like envy.
Do you not like Roshi? He froze.
姉さんは
You know, sister,
姉さんは
you're
You should
ridiculously gifted, aren't you?
With being surrounded by men? Yes. Yeah, maybe. What about it? I knew he was changing the subject, but I went with it anyway.
美人だしスタイルはいい
You
し
got a pretty face, a great figure,
頭
a
も
perky personality.
料理もでき
You're
る
smart, and you can cook too. Just not bake. These cookies are dog shit.
Well, what's going on? This is uncharacteristically nice of you. Were you really craving cookies or something? Or has all that studying made you delirious?
Both.
I pressed my palm to his forehead, but he smacked it away.
別に冗談で言ったわけじゃないですよ
I'm not
対
joking
外
around
的評
here.
価を述べたま
This
で
is
です
simply my external evaluation.
Thanks? If those were honest compliments, then they deserved an honest thank you.
姉さんはモテるでしょ
You must get a lot of male attention.
Is that a problem for you, brother?
Yes, is that a problem for you, sibling?
Yeah, I guess. He didn't like that answer.
Gretel will remember this.
He pursed his lips bitterly. No attempt was made to conceal the displeasure on his face.
姉さんは完璧だと思います
In my opinion,
性格以外
you're almost perfect, except for your personality.
Thanks. Are you saying I should keep my mouth shut?
別に黙ってろとは言いません
No, not at all.
どんどん喋っ
If
て
anything, you
どん
should
どん
talk
幻滅さ
more.
せてってくださ
Let
い
them see the real you. That way they'll change their minds.
Sibling.
Sibling.
So the more I talk, the less anyone likes me. The panic of my voice brought me to my senses. Wait a minute.
嫉妬じゃありません自分の都合のいい
No,
よう
I'm
に考え
not
ないでくだ
jealous.
さい
It's called envy. I looked it up. Don't willfully misinterpret my statements.
Nexted it out. Oh, okay. Totally believable. I stared into space, defeated, as my last ray of hope was promptly dashed.
今日僕クラスメー
A
トの
girl
女
in
の
my
子に
class confessed to
告
me
白されたん
today.
です
Congrats on the
Hey,
girlfriend.
congrats. Yeah, congrats.
Confessed what?
好きです付き合ってくださいっていう
Oh my god, Envy is called the green-eyed monster. It's Gretel. Yeah, I made the comment earlier. Green fits him very well. And that's what I was talking about.
Her feelings for me. Asked me out. That kind of thing.
Oh, huh. Cool. My voice came out flatter than I was expecting. In terms of romantic interest, Gretel probably received quite a lot himself, since he has such a cute face. Wait, is that why you were leaving late? Blah, 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 blah. You were late leaving school today?
はい放課後に呼び出され
Yeah,
ました
actually. She had asked to meet me after school.
Dots. I thought back to the girl who had passed through the gates just before Gretel. Was that her?
姉さんと違って可愛い子でした
Unlike you,
いかに
she's
も守
very
ってあげた
cute.
くなるみたいな
Meek and quiet. The kind of girl that invokes a protective instinct.
Nuts. It sounded an awful lot like he was implying I was ugly, loud, annoying, and not worth protecting at all. 1 minute I was on cloud 9 from all his compliments, and now this. He was knocking me around like a ping pong ball.
でも
But I turned her down.
Why?
Why? What? You did? How come?
You had a chance to be normal, my dude.
Yep. My pitch spiked to match my mood.
スイーツと同じですよ
It's like with
美味しい
desserts.
ものを食べれ
The
ば
more
食べるほど
delicacies you
味
consume,
覚は研ぎ
the
澄まさ
more
れていく
refined your palate becomes.
そうなると
Eventually, your standards will no longer be satisfied with the
満足できなく
ordinary.
なる
That's not how dating works.
What?
Like, that's not how.
I read that. I'm already like,
Like,
Is this guy an idiot?
yes. Let me look up what his age is, like in the Japanese, because I don't remember exactly. I know he's like baby.
I think it's
baby,
like
but
2 years younger. Whatever Arisu's age is, but like -1. I think he's like 13 or 14. I think we looked it up before.
yeah, I just don't remember what. And it would help if maybe this
Because I
Reddit
know
stopped.
we made a
being
comment that
local.
he's like acting like an immature brat, and then you're like, oh yeah, that's because he is an immature brat.
He was 15 in the original.
Okay, 15, not bad. How old were we? How
17.
old was MC?
17 in the JP. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways.
It explains why we have this drastic change or this drastic difference in personality, but still.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that he's 15 and, like, buddy, hold a girl's hand first. That-
Yeah, exactly. See, you can tell he's a teenager because he thinks having a refined palate means being unable to appreciate simple things. Exactly.
Yep.
Like, damn.
Okay. My gaze drifted to the jar of amateur cookies in his hands.
姉さんと一緒にいると
After spending time
要
with
求
you,
する基準値
my
が
standards
上
have
がるんです
risen considerably.
I'm your
I
sibling.
need someone to cook, clean, give me praise.
I think you need a mother.
I think he needs a mom, actually.
Wait, so?
I mean, he's definitely not getting that here.
Nope.
So, except maybe from Reikyu, but that it leads into like, bleh,
Yeah.
icky territory.
Mm-hmm. So you turned her down because she doesn't measure up compared to me, your sibling? It felt incredibly arrogant to say out loud, but I wanted to make sure I was understanding him correctly. At this, Gretel rose to his feet and pinched my nose. Wow. Yeah,
だから言ったんですよ
This is exactly why I called you a dumbass. Because I can't process my own emotional feelings.
Gretel. Never had I felt so happy to be insulted. But this is what it meant to be a dumbass. Then so be it.
This is still.
ねえさん、起きてください。
Like things.
Sister,
ねえ
wake
さ
up,
ん。
sister.
Let's end here. I'm.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm done.
You know what? That's fair.
That's enough.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with Gretel's antics today too. God damn. But I'm also like, I just want to get through this as fast as possible. So if we just want to like blitz through it or something, you know, like I'm starting to see where the story's going.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're getting more information about Gretel's past. He's been adopted into a new family. Obviously, his old family didn't give a shit about him, so no parental guidance there. New family, parents are always out, no parental guidance there. So the only person that he has to latch onto for comfort and some sort of mother figure, I guess, is Reikyu, and that's going to end terribly for everyone.
Yeah, like the dots are connecting, at least.
Yeah, so it's like, it makes sense. I really hope they don't redeem him.
Yeah.
I just hope they're just like, and then he was sent to jail. And that's the end we hear of Gretel.
Yes. I would be okay with that.
But at least we're starting to understand how it got to this point. Really, it's just emotionally stunted child.
Yep.
Sister that that's just like, oh yeah, that's just how he is. Don't worry. It's just like covering for him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, well, now we know how this played out.
Yep.
And then obviously, as like,
If I can't have my sister, then no one else should have access to her.
type of mentality where he sees all the other boys in Reikyu's life as potential threats. And it's like, that is not a great mentality to have.
Nope. Neptune's voice does suit Reikyu a little too well.
Yeah, though. Yeah, it does.
They're like the same brand of character.
Yeah. So same with like Wolf and fuck, I forgot him already. Gretel. Because like they're both kind of in the same vein. I just do like slightly up, slightly down. So it's like it's really hard to do both their voices back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna get y'all need to go to therapy. I'm gonna hit your face out. I mean, I don't like it, but at the same time, I'm starting to like piece together how it got to this point.
Yeah.
Which, you know, is fine. And I think we've had a bit more heart to hearts than some of our other routes, so I think I think we're on the right path by refusing him. Because I think eventually it's gonna get to the point where he's like, you will never be the perfect one for me, because I want that girl with the meek personality that just kind of rolls over whenever I tell her to do something, blah blah, blah stuff, you know, meek, quiet.
Well, definitely.
He wants a
can do.
doll. Let's be real here.
Yeah, he does, which is another problem. You can psychoanalyze Gretel next week, though.
Yeah. I was gonna say, just get him a doll, honestly. Fuck.
Do you have any parting words for chat?
Don't kidnap your sister. That's all I got from this stream.
Yeah, that's fair. Good advice. Don't kidnap your siblings. Don't tie them up. Don't assault them. Yeah.
Just everything you saw here today, just don't.
Yeah, don't. Alright, until next time, everyone. Bye-bye.